As much as I've been running around and just doing, like, relatively low-level quests to keep safe, at some point I was going to have to face the fact that there is a dungeon in my future. A 5-man inescapable hole full of elite enemies that we can't escape from, we can't back out of, we have to kill. And I'm going to have to do it in a group of 5 people, and they're all strangers, and I'm trusting my single life to them. Now, I don't know if I'm quite... Well, I know I'm not ready in terms of quests and stuff to go there. But we're about at that point. I've got one last thing to finish off in Westfall before we start. Oh, the Dead Mines is looming. I don't know even what the sort of getting a group together's like on hardcore at this point. We'll have to find out, but welcome to the stream. Finally, it's Stubble's time to relax. This last week was my only solace in a very stressful week of my winter car. Shaggy Dan, 80. 80. Whew. I'm level 17 at the moment, I think, mine's right. Which seems about right for Dead Mines, right? Hot Slacks, welcome to the stream as well. Good morning, everybody. Let's turn this down and let's just get in, shall we? I've made a few tweaks to make it a little bit more obvious what's going on screen. I still can't... I tried to find a way to have the level, like, really visible on screen so you could all see what level I was. Because I know a lot of people come in and ask. Look, well, I mean, that tells us. Level 17. Which means, actually, while we're on, I'll start logging in. 17 means, Shaggy Dan, in one more level, you will be out of the competition. And then it will be Chaz for the greens. So if I die... Oof. Imagine, given the scores are currently 16 to 12, imagine I go and die and give the greens another 3 points. Ooh, I do not fancy that. Right, we're in though. It's a beautiful day. I got some mail. I'll need to check. 80 is wild. The thing is that I don't know why we're surprised, because there's people in here that probably watched every stream for 5 years. But the idea of seeing the 80, Shaggy Dan respect. Okay, it's a beautiful day in Stormwind. I guess we'll go check the mail. Look at that weather. Never rains in Stormwind. Alright, what's in the post? Oh yeah, a little bit of auction work that I did just before. So we sold a couple of stacks of linen and got ourselves 12 silver in the pocket. But everything else should be about ready. But look, see this? Ignore that. I've got this like add-on that makes my health bar a lot bigger. So you should be able to see when that goes all the way down to there, I'm dead and the playthrough is over. And you can also see my enemy's health a little bigger. Look, it's a bit weird. You can also see what I'm targeted and stuff, so that might make it a little bit easier. I've got guild names turned. Why's nobody in the guild? Hot Slacks, good work. Thank you for the kind words. Right. I think I might accidentally have guild names turned. That's fine. Who gives a fuck what guild people are in, right? So, we are busy at the moment uncovering a conspiracy where the Defias gang that we've been fighting for the entirety of this thing might be linked to the stonemasons that rebuilt this city after the war. And this is the quest we're on.
The Stonemasons Guild was run by a man named Edwin Van Cleef. Van Cleef was responsible for rebuilding Stormwind after the Orcs razed it in the First War. Apparently, Van Cleef and his men were unhappy with their treatment by the king after the reconstruction was complete. That just might explain a thing or two. I have written a more detailed account for your master in Westfall. Take this to him at once.
The thing I always think of this about the Defias is you kind of agree with them, right? If they didn't get paid, it's like you agree with them for being upset that they didn't get paid, but you can't agree with their actions, can you? Accursed orcs, down with the hordes, Satan, true. Saying welcome to the stream. The Tauren are pretty... Yeah, and the Forsaken used to be humans, right? And the Trolls are really fun, and it was their land before anybody else came here. And the Orcs were kind of betrayed by Gul'dan and Manaroth and the demons, so they're alright. But all the others, fuck them. Fuck those guys, they're ruled by a biatch. But Sylvanas was poisoned as well. Oh god, I'm redeeming villains. Who am I, Disney? I just love streaking, that's why my second job is required to pay off all the nudity tickets. Nudity tickets, I like. Okay, let's go report to Mr. Stoutmantle. You can't dislike the Trolls, though, surely. This is their land. They were the native species to this world before anything else came here in terms of, like, mortal species. Mr. Stoutmantle, sir, I've learnt some information. The Defias are builders.
Light be with you. For the Alliance. Edwin Van Cleef. I know the name well. To think that a man so industrious and talented could turn into such a scoundrel unnerves me. I'll need further proof before I believe this.
Further proof?
We need to discover the location of the Defias hideout. Adventurer, my scout reports that a Defias messenger has been seen on the roads between Moonbrook, the Gold Coast Quarry, and the Jangalode mine. I want you to capture him. If he resists, kill him, and bring me whatever he is carrying.
Oh, intercept a messenger. Been seen on the roads between Moonbrook, the Gold Coast Quarry, and the Jangalode mine. Capture him, and if he resists, kill him, and bring me whatever he's carrying. The undead will never be forgiven for Teldrassil. They needed the timber. Okay, so that's where he patrols. Look, the thing is, though, is there's pillagers around these parts. Alright, let's go find this messenger. Good thing to do first off, but there might be a point later on today where I need to go and kill Murlocs. Let's take our potions. So that is 60 minutes of armour increase, 60 minutes of strength increase, and 60 minutes of health regeneration. Actually, should I take... No, because we're only running around on a road looking for a messenger, aren't we? We'll go north to the mine first, and we'll work our way down. You can't get timber from... Oh, fuck, I've been attacked by a flapper. Does these health bars make it a little bit easier to see, like, health and stuff, right? So it should be a big, bold, yellow line that you can see on screen for all times. Salty, welcome to the stream and good morning. These 80 stream streaks are phenomenal. I don't know who's still in, like, the front running for the streaks. I think it's Shaggy Dan, yourself... I'm getting attacked by everything. All these level 11s think they're better than me. Go away, stupid wolf. Take your goods, though, because I need the money. And you're on 75 soon. Can't pick that Brythorn, that's upsetting. Can I pick Bruiseweed yet? I'm not being a very good herbalist at the moment. There's something I like about rogues, sitting in the shadows, brewing poisons. So yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll get prepared as best we can. I can't get Bruiseweed either. Just a wolf killing chickens. That was so loud. I was going to say that herb looks nice, but that's spooked me now. Was that really loud on anybody else's screen? Oh, level 57's just died. This add-on is called Easy Frames. I just wanted something that was a bit bigger. Because obviously I stream at 720p. I could just upgrade to 1080, but it's probably a little hard to see, right? You used to use the same thing, yeah? But it just makes it a little clearer. Hopefully it won't go to 0 today. Right, the gang's messenger is somewhere on this road. Damn, look how overgrown the road is. This is like the new grass stuff. Look, it moves when you walk through it. But you can't see the roads, they're too grassy. You need someone throw you with a mower. If only we knew somebody in Finland that had a tractor. Is it that old saying, yeah? I've been a real sucker for the default ones forever. Whenever I'm using like a more default thing. I don't know whether I like the class icon thing. I might change that. Who needs to know that I'm a rogue? It's written all over my face. I mean, this might just be me running up and down looking for the messenger. Might ask the zone, see if they've seen him. Anybody seen the messenger? The friendly people might look. You went fully modded. Has anybody seen the messenger? And some guy just responded in full capitals. No! Alright, mate, calm down. Fancy backgrounds to the bars. What, behind here? Somebody says he's just been killed. The messenger's already dead. I think this guy wants the messenger. Oh, he's already invited me. Alright, me and this guy are going to go search for the messenger now. I bet it even does it up there as well, look. We should split up, really. Let's split up. I'll go south. Okay, me and this guy. Me and my mate make or take. Frames were kept as is the action bars all at the... Oh, down here, yeah. Yeah, I've been guilty in the past of just downloading like a full like raiding suite that gives you all of the like threat meters and damage meters, and it's all snapped into this like nice setup. Less customization, the better, right? Is this guy looking for the messenger? What level is he? Is he drinking coffee? Level 20. Let's get a few more in the group for the messenger. Looking for more messenger. That tells the entire zone that there's a very handsome rogue in the south that's looking for more people. Kept the threat deepest at the top because you didn't need to focus on it. Don't need to focus on threat. Got in vanilla, threat's huge. Okay, so they said it was 5 minutes ago. Trouble is, though, is if Boyo's gone all the way north to look for the messenger, and I'm going to have to, like, hold him and try and keep away alive. I'll just sit there and, like, gouge spam him or whatever, and I've got no poisons. Why is what so small, Scotty? My Willie. Scotty, welcome to the stream. The raid in vanilla, faint and tricks of the trade dealt with it later on, and vanish. Yes, vanish and faint. They're still big in this. That's a big flapper. Oh god, I've upset it. Make sure you don't neglect your problem meter. Well, I mean, if I walk into here, it's full of defiers, trappers and pillagers, and that will be a ginormous problem. See, I'm going to stealth into this town here. He might be on his way out. Oh, Roxel's dead. Should have put on the red light. Azar, good morning. Keaton, good afternoon. My character looked small. How very dare you. I've zoomed out a little bit, probably. How's that, Scotty? The angle does seem a little bit strange. I'm not like I'm used to. Ow. I don't know whether I should wait here to see if the messenger comes out of the town. If you were a messenger, where would you hide? Grilled cheese and tomato soup. Not had it since I was a kid, but it was calling to me. Cheese and tomato, imagine. Cheese, tomato and bread. You could make a religion out of that. Bear, welcome to the stream. Did the Germans stay on the hardcore realm, or did they transfer as well? They have been dying, I think, Bear. Yeah, last week, look, a lot of deaths. Or are these today? What day is it? It's the 30th, is it? Yeah. There's been no Germans. Oh, there's been one German die today, as far as I can tell. Oh, I thought the game had crashed then. I bumped into a fence. They'll never catch on, will it? No. Come on, where's this messenger? Not getting any XP running about. Now I'm going to have to kill a load of Murlocs after. Do I... Oh, I might have to do the escort. I'm nervous about doing that escort quest. Ah. Is the dead mines worth this prep? Worth the risk? Oh, Maycott. I have a feeling that he's around here somewhere often. I'm stressed. Tell you what we'll do. We'll sit up the hill for a bit and I'll drink some coffee while we're keeping an eye out. We'll go sit up here by the fence. See some sauerkraut names, so I guess they stayed, yeah. I think they're still streaming it regular. I follow a couple of people from it that I've followed anyway, like Sunglitters and Matashi, etc. I think they're still playing. The soup is just a dip, let's be honest with ourselves. Soup's always been a dip. Is grilled cheese just a cheese? It's just a toasty, yeah. Give it a bash next time you have tomato soup. I feel like I'm not doing a very good job of scouting. Do you know what I need? I need one of them spyglass things that engineers can make. Oh, that's a level 51, lost his life. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's not... What? Where did he die? He's gone. That's the first time I've ever been in a group with anybody that's died apart from Mina. He's just not coming back. What the fuck? Do I have a combat log for that? He's just lost a level 20 rogue scouting for the... Oh my... For those that don't realise what's happened, the guy that I was in a group with looking for this messenger has died. Guess I'll leave the pie. Should we go find his corpse? Although, I don't know whether I'm that confident going up here, because there might be a... Oh, let's see if I can find what killed him in the death log. He was called Make or Take, right? But I don't see his name pop up. Am I blind, or is he just not... Maybe it's going to come up in a second. I think that guy's also looking for the messenger. Nowhere near the death spam you had on the first few streams. Yeah, there was quite a lot then as well. Well, that's rattled me. If that had been me. Don't see what, sorry, kitten. If you get Smite's mighty hammer, then Deadmines is totally worth it. There's nothing rogues like more than a two-handed whacker. Oh, you mean on the list? Yeah, it does seem like... I thought you meant like in the real world. I wonder what's happened there. Because it took Mina's... When Mina died... Reload the UI a quick second. Because when Mina died, it took... It took a little while for hers to pop up as well, right? I kind of want to go back in the footage and see if it... See if it popped up. If that had been you, the oranges had been... Yeah! Damn, that guy died to help whatever team, that's true. And you'd have got 3 points, Shaggy, then. Okay, we must not let that make us nervous. I've only ever seen one person die, and it was one of Mina's alts. Did he go in there to look for the messenger? I bet he did. I bet he was foolish enough to think a cave was safe, and now he's not coming back. He won't be there for his he won't ever see his family again. Well, I guess I need another person, right? You hear Stubbler over there, backhand dissing Mina. Well, technically, Paula, welcome to the stream, it was Trim's fault. It was Bear, me, Mina, and Trim in a dungeon, doing well. Trim jumped over this ledge to try and get this herb that he needed. And for some reason, he was very close to, like, this other big group of enemies. And they saw him, but they couldn't get to us in time. So they went all the way around the dungeon to get to us. And because it's in a dungeon, you can't escape, right? We carried on, not realising, like, what was about to hit us. And then, while we were fighting something else, the entire dungeon had pulled by that. Like, they went round and gathered every fucking enemy as they were trying to get back to us. And we managed to fight through it, but not before Mina had been slaughtered in front of us. It was very violent. And I spent a large part of it blaming Bear's pet for what happened. But it turns out it wasn't Bear's pet, it was Trim. Where is this messenger? I can't just wander around all day. I'm looking for a guy on this road, and I just teamed up with a gentleman that was going to help me do it. And that gentleman is dead. The guy that was in my group's lost his life, and his character's gone. Ooh, there's nothing like a nice sharp reminder of your mortality early on a Friday. Always blame Trim. Do you know what? I like always blaming Trim saying, especially when there's footage to prove it. Where is this fucking messenger? I'm going to call out, see if anybody wants to help. Looking for more messenger. Must be around here somewhere. It's talking like he spawns down in this southern area. Do we have any intel on where this guy spawns usually? We just need to be very careful and actually enter the town of Moonbrook. You two looking for the messenger? No? Okay. See, on private servers, he's never spawned here. He's always spawned, like, around this area somewhere. Sneaking into town. But this has at least this part of town as where he spawns. That guy messaged me back saying, no. Like here somewhere, Bear. Is that, like, as you say, by the blacksmith? Maybe we just wait around in town then. But this town's full of pillagers. I thought so, Satan, yeah. In my memory, he spawns around here, but it seems like on Classic, he spawns down here. As in, official Blizzard vanilla. Near the start of town. Alright, we can be patient. This guy that we're looking for has what is believed to be proof that the old stonemasons and the Defias bandits are one and the same. I could go pickpocketing to make a bit of money, but this is a dangerous place to be pickpocketing. They're only level 13. Yeah, for those just arriving, by the way, I've downloaded these like big action bars, so it's a bit easy to... There he is. Okay. Right, I need to wait until he's somewhat out of town, so if I pull him too early, he might drag a load of enemies with him. But I also don't want some other pervert to run up and snag him. There he is, look. He looks like me. Gwynblade, welcome to the stream. This game looks well old. Okay, so it's not got any proof in his pockets. Am I safe? Here's a singing telegram for Stubbler. Roses are red, violets are blue. I will kill any human I see, including you. Come back. I should not have chased. Am I safe? He went running over there towards his mates. Alright, we got the message. What did I just loot? A mysterious message. The soot-covered note contains some cryptic text. Oh, this game's barely been out 3 years. Am I safe? Yeah, I was just looking for that messenger and I grouped up with another rogue. And we was like travelling up and down, not the western road, looking for the note. And the other guy died. Never to return. You can kid, and that's why the pillagers are really high on the list of the kills, right? That town is deadly. I definitely didn't start playing WoW nearly 20 years ago. Yeah, it's over 20 years for me now. I think Gwynblade introduced me in like what was Gwynblade? Like summer 2005? It'd been out about 7 months or something. Released in like November 2004, but I don't think it came to Europe until a month or two later, right? But it was around summer that time. Gwynblade's like, yeah, play this game, it's great. And for once I listened to him and I've been playing it ever since. Not hardcore though. This is a step up. Right, let's have a look what this says. Blackmails, the sea awaits us. We need your supplies from the north. Strip everything. Every railroad pike, every water bucket. We need the metal. A shipment is due from Booty Bay, but long overdue. Come through for me, Blacknails. Send your supplies directly to the barn this time. No time to squander. Nax may have already been out. Yeah. Yeah, Nax wasn't actually that late. It's that close to Burning Crusade, was it? Deady Tank has died. Imagine starting to listen to a game. What, sorry, is that? Dougie, good morning. I'm uncovering a mystery.
What can I do for you? Light bless you.
Stubbley, were you able to gather any information?
This is indeed firm proof that Van Cleef is in charge. Now all we need to know is where the Defias gang is hiding out. We've had a stroke of luck while you were gone. We captured a thief trying to steal Saldean's wagon. He has promised to lead us to the hideout in exchange for his life. I want you to defend the traitor so he can reveal the hideout. Return to me once you have uncovered the location. Some Defias have eluded us. Go with honor.
1 second, friend. Okay, he's not here at the moment, but at some point we need to escort that messenger. But we're going to have to escort him right into the middle of that town that I was just terrified to exist in, so we're going to need a group for this. Started you out on the OG one, yeah? Yeah, that'll have been around the same time. Oh, game recommendation. I'm surprised you didn't categorically refuse to play WoW merely because Gwynblade recommended it. I used to be a sponge for recommendations. Whatever anybody recommended me, music, film, TV, I'd just get on with it. But the second you start streaming, you're getting them from so many angles that you're going to just upset 95% of people if you pick and choose, right? Oh, Warcraft. I thought you meant World of Warcraft. Gotcha. So then, good morning. Dougie, good morning. June 2006 was next, so a bit after that for you. Yeah. Oh, so maybe it was out earlier than I thought. Alright, the messenger isn't here. I've just been in a group while looking for the messenger, and the guy that I was in a group with got killed looking for the guy. Okay.
I try to keep Sentinel Hill stocked, and that's not easy with all the action we see.
I know, mate. Right, I'm just going to sell you all of this shite. Actually, I need them eggs, don't I? Don't small eggs help with cooking? The messenger does spawn Sothan, yeah, but if he's not constantly killed, you have to follow him. You have to look up and down for him. And the hardcore servers are obviously nowhere near as busy as the mega servers. So I was in a group with a guy, and we were going... I went south to check Moonbrook, and he went north, and somehow died in the cave. The messenger? Oh, you mean the traitor? No, he doesn't spawn when you start the quest. You have to get the quest from him. Oh yeah, he is there. Sothan, good spot. I want to make a group if I'm going to do this, though. Looking for members. Escort quest. Good spot, Sothan. Surely someone will help me with this. Because Moonbrook was full, wasn't it? I need a good few people. I could go and kill Murlocs while I'm trying to recruit a group for this. Where's my Hearthstone? Set to Sentinel Hill. Because I need to escort... This guy's going to walk us through Moonbrook and show us the location of the Defiers hideout, which will start the first dungeon. There's no one around. But I have to pick carefully, don't I? Alright, you know what? I'll keep trying to... Maybe this person that's flying in will help me. That's level 12. Stubbler's looking for an escort for the escort so he can afford to hire an escort. I could buy an escort to help me escort the Defiers escort, so then I can get another 4 escorts and be escorted into Deadmines. And once I'm in Deadmines, I will be escorted to the afterlife. Is that a naked level 19 rogue we see running by us right now? Yes, it is. Yeah. Alright, let's go look for this treasure, because apparently the Murlocs have a treasure map, and I need to do it if I'm going to complete this zone. I'm going to keep spamming looking for member escort quests. One of the older lads at school said escorts have sex with you. Really? I thought they'd just give minimal XP. Is it? Have you checked on r/sex to clarify? You just wash the car and oven. Imagine hiring an escort. Or, I should say, one level above that. You take them home. And they're like, right, what we're doing, and you say, I just, were you alright just farming me gold and dye them all for an hour? Just do a couple of jump runs for me. I need to get some work done, and I've got a raid coming up. Okay. Oh, I'm nervous about group stuff. Not because, like... It's like Bear says, with the pre-patch coming out and things, the hardcore servers aren't, like, aren't the focus right now. And it's making me worried that I might not be able to get a group for Deadmines and stuff. We'll see. I might have to just press on solo. I do want to do the dungeons, because that's where, A, the biggest rewards are, and B, the biggest threat. No, it's not Southend. They're not doing Burning Crusade hardcore. Which is a surprise. Alright, trappers. Damn, a lot of Defiers. What are they doing around there? So, I need to just kill a shitload of Murlocs. Apparently a lot of people have been saying that it doesn't really suit hardcore, that expansion, as much. But they're going to do, like, the unofficial version of it. You know, OnlyFans. So just playing permadeath on normal servers. Okay, let's kill a few Murlocs, see if we can get this while I'm trying to build a group for the escort. Keep spamming general chat. Go on, drop the map. If you thought the deed was bad, getting this map's going to be a nightmare. But we're committed to all the quests, so all the quests we will do. Look how much damage I take. I might have to go to the easier ones in the north. With the exception of flying, I almost view TBC as an extension, in that they're still very similar. Yeah, I don't know why. It's agreed that one's suitable and one isn't. I don't know. Just gonna grab this earth root. People aren't responding for the escort. I'm stressed now. Why won't anybody play with me? Suppose the best bet for a quest like this is just to hang around the quest giver, right? There's apparently a mechanic in one of the raids that auto kills you in a way you can't avoid. Is that raid necessary, though, to progress to the others? Because, I mean, a lot of the hardcore kills just avoided Cthulhu, right? Even though Cthulhu is not a guaranteed kill, and people survive that fight all the time. I'm going to go to the Murlocs towards the north. I think mechanically Vanilla and Burning Crusade are very similar. But in terms of... I didn't realise you could see Stormwind Keep from here. Look at that. I mean, barely. If too afraid to do, because so would I. Imagine. Come with me, you little turd. I need your map. Right, these are a bit easier. I don't have to worry so much about getting massively killed. One mess up and you wipe the entire raid with lightning. Yeah, at the start, you mean? Oh, fuck. I am just going to get away from this. Take a big potion, which I should probably bind, and then just detach. Not worth it. The thinking that irked me in TBC was going from a nice looking tier 0.5 to what can only, and was regularly described as a clown suit. Yeah, the leveling gear, and I didn't like the visual design at all of Burning Crusade, really. And it, like you say, it became extremely apparent, the massive tonal shift in visual design, didn't it? And that was the worst example of it. Yeah, before you get everybody positioned, that initial chain lightning. And if anyone has done it and actually got it right. Got what right, sorry? It's like the meme with the girl in the black and the girl in tie-dye. Yeah, I actually know what you mean, yeah, in the car. I'm in this same conversation. One mess up and you wipe the rip. Oh, Cthulhu on hardcore. Yeah, they have kin, yeah. Sorry, I wasn't assuming you wasn't part of it. I was just making sure I had the right bit. Yeah, there are guilds that have done it, but it's largely avoided, it seems. Or it was in like the visible like frontier raids and stuff. Yeah, before you start raiding, you honk every time you take a step. Most chess pieces come with a full bottle of seltzer. What was that? Yeah, I'm going to give it a good old college try this time and see if I like it a lot more. Oop, no. There are still tiny bit too high level though, so let's keep checking for it. See if anybody wants to do the escort quest. I'm going to go up here to where they're a slightly lower level and see if we can get this map. Captain Sanders' hidden treasure map, taken by a Murloc, apparently. Doing it on not hardcore was the biggest pain in the ass. I can't imagine doing it on hard. Can't even imagine hardcore. You raided in vanilla? I'm gonna fight him over here near the ship. This is good XP if I recall. Oh, you watched it, I see. Yeah. Yeah, it's like Sothan says, there's a mechanic the second you get in, the second you enter the fight, and that pull, if it goes wrong by like 0.5 seconds, everybody's dead. And there's no escape. And if Burning Crusade's got stuff like that, I can imagine why people are skittish, right? I don't know what boss it might be, I don't really know. On vanilla, as in not classic with boons, I watched, can you remember a guy called Faceless Sothan? I was in a guild with him after the Doomhaus. I watched him walk round the corner slightly too early, and this was in a relatively hardcore guild. This is the guild that we eventually killed Nax, that was 20% buffed for the sake of private servers being a bit spicier. I watched him walk around the corner slightly too early, wipe out everybody's world buffs. Obviously you can't boon in vanilla. Everybody's consumables, everything. The first pull of the evening, it was all we had. It was the first thing we were starting with. He was so embarrassed, he left and I didn't speak to him for like 3 years. Just because he went out 0.5 seconds too early. Where is there a lift? Say, oh, there's a lift in that big green circle city, right? Whatever it's called. Someone missteps. Chain lightning that hits everyone and the raid for 1 million damage. Yeah, apart from the first guy that it hits after yourself. He's fine, but everybody else fucked. Oh, one of the raids has a lift. Serpent Shrine Cavern. Was it proper Nax, the one where they nerfed it? So normal Nax in vanilla, it will call that damage. Difficulty 1. On Kronos, the server we were on, there was a big poll and a big decision made by the server people to make it more difficult for the sake of spice. So they buffed everything by what they claimed was 20%, so health, damage, and all of that stuff. Private server, it's not like they can create new mechanics or anything. But it was awful, but so satisfying to get done. So that was maybe 1.2 on the difficulty scale, and then in Wrath of the Lich King, they made it a starter raid, didn't they? So maybe 0.25 difficulty, yeah. But yeah, it's the Kronos one that was... Trouble is, though, it was really brutal, but it kind of undermined actual Nax when I got around to it. WoW's got Twitch drops. Congratulations, Azar. No, we did so then, yeah? We got them down. There's clips of it on your channel. Yeah, the whole game takes a massive change after that. No one's going to join me on this escort quest. I couldn't solo it, could I? Do you reckon I could solo? If I get to level 18, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll maybe get to level 18 trying to look for this map, and if we don't get the map, I'll go and solo it. I'll go and try and solo it. But it feels like a risk. Do these action bars make it a bit easier to see health and stuff? I'm hoping so. That was the plan. Still no map. Serpent Shrine. I don't even remember what the raids were in that, but it was Karazhan, right? And there was one in... There was like an Onyxia-style boss, right? Gruul. That was in that little starting area as well. Then there was the Lady Vaj one. There was Kelthus as well, wasn't there? In that big area that was supposed to be a spaceship, but it's just one big wide pink texture. And all the rooms are really big and had no decorations in them. That was Kelthus. I can't remember what that was called. Then there was... Black Temple. Obviously Illidan. There was that shit with the Blood Elves as well, wasn't there? What was the other one? That came out... Oh, Sargeras. You mentioned Sargeras yesterday, didn't you? What was that place called? Oh, there was Hyde. Oh, there we go. Level 18. Shaggy Dan, I love you very much, but unfortunately, you are now no longer on the list. We have switched from green predictions to orange to green. Chaz is now closest. I need to survive up to the next orange. Okay, I've changed my plan. We're not going to go and try and solo that quest anymore. It's not worth it. Spend my talent point as well. Concentrate stuff. Remorseless attacks isn't the worst thing. Yeah, we'll go ruthlessness for the combo points. No. Hygel's another one, right? So, and I think I've named them all, haven't I? Karazhan was your first raid. I remember much of it. I remember long nights trying to work out how to beat that place. Like, really early. There's a lot of bosses in there, isn't there? I just remember it causing massive ruptions in our guild, because you obviously had to downsize or try and split the raids, but we only had one good raid leader, so the guild, it basically fell to bits. Close to them all, Satan's filled in Gruul. I said Gruul, didn't I? Gruul's the one in the starter area, isn't it? In that big, like, castle thing in the middle on the road. My memory stinks. No. Gruul isn't in that castle in the starter area. That is a big demon, like Manaroth, but Gruul is in the mountains area thing. What's he called? Like a big... Yeah, but what's the name of the... There's a singular boss. Magtheridon, that's it. Magtheridon. That's the lad. There you go, I got some memory. Sort of. Because there's loads of little dungeons there, isn't there? There was one that I remember that looked like Nax a little bit. It was like, oh, it made me sad because I never managed to see Nax in actual vanilla, so I used to go in there and I used to think, oh, this is what it would be like if Burning Crusade hadn't come out. Big Eviscerate Stubble. Bang! I need to go get some spells, don't I? Like, if I'm going to go and solo this messenger thing, I really should go and get my spells, shouldn't I? Karazhan, Gruul's Lair, Magtheridon, SSC, TK, Zula. Oh, that Zula Man one was where everybody got a welfare mount, wasn't it? If I remember. Come on, kid. Yeah, Zula Man was that's a lot of raids, actually. So which one between SSC and TK is the Lady Vaj one, or whatever it's called? Radware, welcome to the stream. SSC. What does that stand for? Oh, you mentioned it before, didn't you? Serpent Shrine Cavern. Yeah. Radware, right, well, good afternoon. I'm daring myself to do something dangerous. I've seen a man die so far today, and I'm anxious. Serpent Shrine Cavern, yeah. So what's the one with... What's the big pink one? With Kelphus. Right at the start, if you time it wrong, your friends see you plummet to your death. Like a Nurmrigan. I'm going to go back to town, and we'll check and see if I'm brave enough to do this escort quest. Tempest. Oh, there's the TK. Yeah, the Phoenix Mount. Allah. I got more memory of this than I thought I did, actually. Because even though I sit here and I'm all moody about it, I played the ever-loving shit out of Burning Crusade. For a player at the time that's rubbish. Like, I didn't really achieve a great deal. Got about halfway through Black Temple, I think, at the time, which is not exactly passing, as we say. Oh my god, level 90, fuck off! Wait, right, relax, pop evasion, and just run. Careful not to run into anything else. I didn't panic there, you did. We're fine. You're anxiously waiting for an interview result, as always. Have you got a time in which you're likely to get the result, Radware? I don't know about them, Scotty, them Dust Devils. They do a hell of a lot of melee damage. And I'm somewhat not willing to take the risk. Alright, let's go back to... I might go to Stormwind, and then we'll do this escort quest. Because this escort quest is prep for Deadmines, right? Yeah, I don't know why the Dust Devil, because they're always like 4 levels higher than everything else in the area, right? The Dust Devils. Ooh, leveling on the Mega Server, yeah. Play hardcore for the first month or something there. I was thinking this. Is it common when a new expansion's coming out? Because obviously I've just fucking power leveled this character. Is it possible when a new expansion comes out to get 20 quests, or 25 I suppose in this pre-patch, 25 quests ready to hand in, then the second the expansion launches, just bang them all in immediately? Because if that's possible, I bet everybody's doing it. So people do it, so then, yeah? Do I want to do it? Because I got to level 60 without doing Western Plaguelands, Silithus, or Eastern Plaguelands. I didn't even touch them. Is it... Would it be in the spirit of giving Burning Crusade a proper chance if I got 10% of the fucking leveling experience done in vanilla? A lot of people, there's even guides for it. It's less than 10% and more an entire level. That's actually what I meant, so I meant like 10% as in if I just like rough guessed like one level.
Welcome to my weary traveler. What can I do for you?
10% of the leveling experience, yeah. Oh, no, I want that peace bloom, don't I? I was being sarcastic, so. Woke up at 3 AM thinking it was morning already because it seemed like that after all the nightmares, just to enjoy another 3 hours of anxious nightmares. It's alright, Radware, this is the one. Tiger's Eye I'll keep to sell. Good luck, Radware. The XP does drop a little bit, yeah? Okay, does anybody want to do that? Right, look at the member, escort. Somebody's actually started it and let no, they haven't. He's still there. Am I daring? Right, if I start this now and die on it. So for those that don't know, I need to talk to this guy and then I'm going to walk down into here and he's going to reveal some bullshit. Well, like you say, if I'd have done this at the start of the stream and been killed, Shaggy Dan would have got 3 points. If I'd have done it if I do it now, Chaz gets 3 points and the Greens go 7 points clear. I don't have Vanish, I don't have Blind. I should find a group, but I kind of want to solo it. But if I solo it and die, then I'm just a big stupid fat idiot. Handsome, but big stupid and fat. And do I want to... How patient are we? I have to follow that guy and protect him while he walks into a town full of enemies. Now, all of these enemies are relatively low level compared to... Thank you, Priest. Wait, you're not going to go do the fucking escort, are you? It's called Kuching. It's a town in Malaysia. No, come do the escort. Shit. One last check. Somebody help me. It's fine. Let's fly to town. Let's get my new spells. Level up, power up, and we'll come back. I'm waiting for this one, and next Wednesday. God, I hate to write this word. There is another interview that is also the last one on the recruitment process, and that one I was recommended for.
Where are you going?
So I might get 2 jobs, or only one, or not even one. Great prospects. I mean, you've opened yourself up to a lot of possibilities, though, right? The more you apply for, and the more of these things that you might possibly get, the higher your chances. Roger that, kitten. Okay, let's go get skills. I just need to be calm for this. Stop everybody dying, Captain Bang. That guy he'd never popped up on the death log. Was he actually dead, or did he just log off? He was called Make or Break or something, right? He's not there. That is true, Scotty. I suppose if he's in financial trouble and needs to get out of it quickly. He can't pay rent with experience, right? Yeah, I might be patient on escort quests, but the guy's going to run off and get himself killed. He was dead right there. It said he died. I Just wondering whether it was a bug or something, but I wonder why he's not turned up on the death log. Do you have to have the death log to appear on the death log when you die? That might actually be it. If he died without the death log add-on. Because maybe it's the death log add-on that reports to other people that have the death log add-on. If a character dies in the woods without the death log, does anybody hear him scream? Or something? We're gonna be brave. We're gonna be brave. Yeah, I wonder if that's it then. Well, the death log's the best part about hardcore. Because Mina had it and we saw her death, right? You had it and we saw your death. That was so wild. We'd known Bear like 5 days or something. He joined us when he realised we also played hardcore WoW. He's like, and he joined us in the Discord call, and he was coincidentally levelling at the same time we were. And Mina said, "What's your character on here then, Bear?" And Bear said, and then it said, "Bear Barbecue has died" at the top of the screen. So perfect. Oh. Of course, we're very sad that Bear lost his character. Why do I keep going up there? Very sad that Bear lost his character, but in terms of timing, it was unmatched.
You look like the type I should watch my coin purse around. Something I can help you with?
You can't wait to have a job to complain about. Alright, ambush I don't need. Why am I so dirt poor in this stupid game? 26 fucking gold. Silver. 20 damage, 4 seconds. 10 damage, 4 seconds. Energy cost 45. Energy cost 45. I don't need gouge for the damage. I'm not learning. I'm too poor. Have I just come back here to realise that I've unlocked 2 spells I can't for?
For the Alliance.
By coin purse, you mean scrotum and balls? Ooh. That was a colossal waste of time coming back here. Fuck. I need to get the poison quest done, don't I? But I'm nervous about that. We'll do the poisons quest at like level 200. Actually, while I'm in town, I'm going to go quickly check and see if they sell poisons on the auction house. Because I can't make them yet, because I have to do a complicated quest. So poisons are something that you coat your weapons with, and every swing does more damage if you've got poison on it, right? You can understand how that's a big deal. But to make my own, I have to put myself at great risk and complete like a series of quests and tasks. But there might be some people that have made poisons and put them on the auction house for pansies like my good self to buy. I'm going to go check. But I think you need to be level 12. Into poison them. Fucking price. 18 gold for 2. They require level 52. Right, what's the cheapest I can buy? Shit, you need to be level 20, look. People know that others are scared of this. 10 silver for crippling. Coats a weapon with poison that lasts for 30 minutes. Each strike has a 20% chance of poisoning the enemy. Fuck. Yeah, it's not worth it. It's a lot of money. I know I need every advantage I can get for what I'm about to do, but still. Alright then, let's do this. All I have to do is escort him into town. If he dies and I fail the quest, it's not the end of the world, right? I just need to be the one that doesn't die. Saying that, while I'm talking about soloing it, if I can find another person that's willing to help me with it, I will.
No paths that you can't find on foot. They'll get you there fast and maybe show you something new at the same time.
That was such a waste of money. It was worth it for a little bit of the Stormwind music, but other than that... I quite like these. I don't know what I think about these health bars. They're alright, right? If you just arrive in, I downloaded them so it was easier to see on 720p when I was getting to low health. Kind of cool. I don't know if I like the... I'd rather have my fit. Oh, there's probably an option for it, but I won't bore you all by searching through options right now. Instead of having the class symbol, to have the picture of my stupid stubbler face. Has it been since July, Radway, that you was talking about that? Seems ages ago now. What was July? It was July in Doomhaus terms. The forest. Shit. I need to start thinking of what game I'm going to play if I end up dying. Like, if I die now, I need a new game for next Friday, right? You're officially 1 year old in the Doomhaus. And you behave like it. Got it. Mina! I'm daring myself to try and solo the messenger quest because I can't find anybody to help me. Looking for... I don't remember... Escort. Quest. He's right here and he's not moving. Will this hunter not help me? Mina, good afternoon. Radway, happy birthday. Do you reckon it's soloable? Can I be walking into a town full of Defias pillagers, right? Not the... Yeah, the traitor quest. I'm nervous. I want to get it done because I want to prep for it. No, sorry, the traitor. There you go, Sothan. I've made exactly the same mistake you did. It's not soloable, is it? But there's nobody around to help. If I see somebody coming anywhere near this, I'm going to invite them. Level 18, Mina. It's level 15. What's that guy? I was looking for the messenger earlier, Mina. Walking up and down the west road. And I joined the group with a level 20 rogue that was also searching. He went north and died. Didn't say a word. By the time I'd noticed, he'd logged off. No idea what happened to him. It's too far away from my quest log to report anything that happened to like allies or anything. He was just gone. Come on, somebody help me. It wasn't on the log. I think you need we're trying to work it out. I think you need to have the death log for you to appear in the death log. So he's not on it. But we watched him die. He was called like Make or Break or something. He's just not there. He lost his life for no reason. Stunts. I'm so anxious about this stupid quest. I wonder if I try and... Ooh! Check that out, Azar. Sun Glitters has just reached level 60. I bet if you go to her stream now... That's actually Sun Glitters. Pretty good. Right. Calm. I can do this. There's nobody around to help me.
So, Stoutmantle sends a scrawny person like you to protect me. Guess you'll have to do. Better bring some friends, too. You know the deal, right? You watch my back and I'll take you to the Defias hideout. But you better be close by my side. The Defias gang wants my head now. If they see me with you, they'll try to kill me. Let me know when you and any friends you can round up are ready to go.
I can't round up any friends because nobody's around to fucking do it with me. What do? I need to do this because I can't do the dead mines otherwise because I need to complete all the fucking quests in the zone and this is the one that leads into the dead mines. If he pulls a lot, just bail. It is some glitters. She's dealing with a lot on a level 10 hype tree.
Sends a scrawny person like you to protect me. Guess you'll have to do. Better bring some friends too. You know the deal, right? You watch my back and I'll take you to the Defias hideout. But
alright, I'm going to try it. Fuck it, we're doing it. This is probably the death of my character. If this happens, I'm level 18, and Chaz is the person that gets the points. What I might do, Mina, is I might stand at the edge of town and check if it's been, like, cleared. Like, if there's a Dead Minds group rolling in there, then that's alright. And I can just sort of escort him to the front, but if not, I might just let him walk in and die and then come back, just keep checking to see if anybody's willing to do this quest. Because I've been calling out in World and stuff for it, not in World, in General for ages. Imagine having the Tunic of Westfall, though. There are groups going. Okay, that's good. I'll delist myself from that. Okay. I'm going to repop my potions. What was that Radway? Was there a level 15 in there that was looking for... Is that what you saw? Oh, still. Come on, mate. Oh, level 15 height train, I see. Good old Sunglaze. It's a warrior that she's leveling, right? That was weird being on when that happened. They're Alliance as well, aren't they? 2 Sun Litters. 0 players total. Playing a warrior. Right, I need to just be ready to escape if this goes this goes south. I've got no vanish though, but I have got sprint. I'm not using sprint. The only time I'm using sprint is if I'm leaving. I'm not using it to like chase mobs or anything. If anything looks even closely hairy, I'm just getting out of there. Press 1 if you believe. Right. The entrance is hidden here in Moonbrook. The mobs are running around for some reason. Why? No, there is people here. There's somebody clearing. Everyone knows that it's hairy when you get in there. Okay, there are people clearing though. This gives me a tiny bit of hope. There's a lot of mobs. If these lot just keep running around and clearing, going further into town, further into town. Yeah. Okay, nice. Shit, I've immediately been disarmed. It's fine. These guys are willing to help. Oh, 1 in for the tags. Okay, it's going alright. Who's ready to be ambushed by a fireball? There's going to be one to the left, right? Oh, he's walking right into the middle of friggin' town. The one there. Yeah, Trapper, come over. Bluter, come over. Come over and attack him before the fucking pillager attacks him. Shit, they both. It's fine. He's going to tank the pillager. Don't run away. Don't run away. Right now. He's nearly killed the traitor, but if I can get aggro... Black gouge the first. Good. Right. I've pulled a fucking pillager. Go over and aggro that pillager, dickhead. I can potion if I need to. There we go. Resisted that one. That's fine. Kick that one. Whoo! I've got buff food, haven't I? Where's my buff food? There. Let's get buff food. I only need to go to there. This could go well if that one doesn't pull. Shit. It's alright, it's just a single mob. I think them lot fighting the early stuff was good. I think we're done. So this is where the hideout is. You can tell Stoutmantle this is where the Defias gang is holed up, Studley. Ooh. Escort mobs have a bigger pull range. I think they do, right, for the sake of making it interesting. You know what? These two that were busy clearing this entire corner area out saved me there, but that was a little bit hairy around the fountain. Good. Soloing that was foolish, but we survived. Oranges were still in this. Go back to Stoutmantle and tell him, and then that's kind of us ready, right? I can start accepting quests one by one to go into the Dead Mines. I imagine like escort Malfurion Stormrage to the Dead Mines, and he just walks through at high level enough. The mob's just in. Yeah. Yeah. Is that what it's like in retail? That would explain why the vanilla server that had him aggro on mobs on the other end of town. Oh yeah, what was that one we were on? Yeah, there was one where that was just broken as fuck, right? It was harder than the actual dungeon itself. Mate, I appreciate your gumption attacking a level 18, but not right now. I'm not going to be able to sneak into Dead Mines, am I? I think if I am actually going to be able to do a Dead Mines, I need to maybe even be putting a group together before the stream starts, let alone during. Don't just run off a cliff. It was infuriating, yeah. And you have to do it, right? There's no way out of it. That went well. We're sorted. Good. Like that one elite guy you have to escort in the Red Ridge Caves. Yeah, what's his name? Him that's all bandaged up, the human. And you inevitably walk down from the top of the hill near Burning Steps to Lakeshire and get ambushed by a horde at the bottom. Every time. You can't help but respect the bastards for their gumption. So,
Need help? Most excellent, adventurer. Van Cleef is as good as ours now that we know where he is hiding. And there is but one task left for you to complete. Edwin Van Cleef must be assassinated. While it saddens me to condemn any man to a death sentence, it is for the greater good of the people of Westfall that Van Cleef is laid to rest once and for all. Bring me the villain's head once the deed is done.
PvP realms, yeah, it's so good. I love that stuff. Just look at that tunic, though. 11 agility and 5s. Look at it as well.
Be careful.
However, that is inside the Dead Mines, and we've got some work to do beforehand. I still need to kill... Yeah, let's go get this map.
I try to keep Sentinel Hill stocked, and that's not easy with all the action we see.
That guy's voiceover stinks. It was really early in John Cena's career that he did all these voiceovers. Right. We're nearly done with Westfall, this zone. We've got a small handful of quests to do, two of which are going to take me into Dead Mines. We've got a repeatable one down south that we'll do once, just to say we have. But the big task is going to be killing these Murlocs. If I can get this, then we'll go in Dead Mines on the next stream. Stretch time. Yeah, everybody stretch. It's nearly mid-stream break time. If I could get through today's stream, that is that's 10 streams, 2 full weeks of difficult permadeath games that we've managed to avoid dying in. My winter car felt so good yesterday, though. Just getting back to sitting on the driveway of that house and actually putting components on a car and fiddling about with the sockets. That's the first time I've thought, right, this is a sequel. We're back. There's no such thing as jinx in Nina. It's fine. But although, like I say, because Shaggy Dan, after I got to level 18, is now not the closest, I need to get to level 22 at least At 22, Chaz and Hot Slacks would get 3 points each. And Hot Slacks is an orange. But 23 is the next safe dying spot as an orange. Then it switches quickly to easy green, but then it switches quickly again to mine, right? Then quickly again to Spitz. So it's going to go very green, orange for a little bit. What is it? Silverleaf. I'll take some Silverleaf. But after that, we're just killing Murlocs over and over. Ooh. That's 2 wolves pulled. That's going to be 3 wolves pulled. Are we fine? Health bars on, have I? Yeah, we're alright. It's just some dogs, it's fine. Mina, will you calm down? It's fine, it's just some dogs. Is that what it's going to be? First person to call Stubblers dead on stream gets a big name. That's Trim. Every time you pull something that's got more than a green name, Trim's like, you fucked, you're dead. Maybe you'll get your first points before the 2027 final week, yeah. Now what you've done, you've gone for that to bank on getting those points. To get into final week. I'm actually worried that I last longer than the hardcore server does. I don't think the Blizzard aren't going to take it down, are they? But like it was in its absolute pomp a year ago. But it might just be me levelling up. It might just be me in a ghost town. Because Nax is long out on this, right? But if it's the only hardcore server in Europe, then surely it'll keep a little bit of population. And it might just be because the Burning Crusade pre-patch is out, right? People are just playing that and will come back, I don't know. What are you? Who the fuck is Slack? Is that a rare elite? Oh, nothing's elite. Classic, is it? Okay, Mina, I might be dead at this point. Let me just make sure I don't pull anything else. This guy's going to have some nice gear on him. Am I running into safety? Yeah. It's not actually that tough. Okay, that was easy. Getting attacked by what I thought was a rare elite. It's just a fancy mob. What is that? The Coral Claymore. It's a 2-handed weapon and rogues can only use 1-handed weapons, but that might sell. It's kind of unique, that. Okay, you nerds. Can you please, one of you, drop me the map that I'm looking for so we can finish this goddamn zone? Just respect to a warrior or a paladin. Imagine being seen playing a paladin in public. I nearly pressed the swearing finish button there. Come on, friend, this way. Drop my map. No map. You mate, 2-hander, 4 penises and that. I get it, I see what you're putting down. Honk honk. Hang on. Pirate ship. Coastline. Pirates everywhere. Wardrobe bobbing around in the sea. That not bringing back memories for anybody? Is there a guy in there that has a fancy jacket? POV, if you know, you know. The excuse used in the in response to the Paladin comment, not to Gwynblade. It's alright, nobody knows that you've ever played a Paladin, it's fine. It's been years since those best-ofs were out that exposed you. Mind right, you raise a good point. I need to go for a midstream break. What are they? Veterans gloves. 3-strength mail gloves. Is the universe telling me to re-roll to a warrior? Okay, where can I stand that's safe? Maybe we'll go up by this... What is it? Windmill. No, it's well, Sea of Thieves, yes, Scotty, but it's a Monkey Island thing. There's a guy called Stan that gets stuck in that sells ships, and he gets stuck in a wardrobe and floats out to sea. Sea of Thieves, the Sea of Thieves stuff did showcase it briefly. Right, mind right, you're in charge of the midstream break, seeing as you reminded us it existed. Before we go, we'll put the music on loop. That'll be our way of not having music for the midstream break. Right, I'm getting out of here. 2 minutes. Hopefully nothing comes behind me and attacks me, because that would be dastardly. Everybody behave. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Assuming because everybody hasn't kicked off that I haven't died. That's true. Mind right, good work. Very peaceful midstream break. Cellist, welcome to the stream. How's your guts? Right, welcome back. 90 minutes left of the stream this week. First off, what's in this can? Let's pick these herbs before we go. Then we're gonna find this map, no matter how long it takes. Silverleaf, lovely. Bear says Professor Peppy.
Spam and cloudy lemonade.
Hazar says spam. That does come in tins. Mina says ginger beer. Satan says Pepsi Max cherry. Scotty says fizzy orange. Spellbinder gloves. They're not an upgrade, right? No. I'm buoyed by my successes soloing the Defies Traitor quest. Teller says fizzy orange. Still find it mad to this day they made an actual meat product for a meme. Spam, yeah, it's wild. I'm sure they just named it that because everybody on the internet was saying it. 6-4, good afternoon, says Professor Peppy. How's it going, everybody? I think we're alright. We're fine. There was a bit of a stressful start to the stream where I soloed something I shouldn't have, but we're alive now. I was humbled very early at the start of today's stream because I logged in, joined with a stranger to do a quest, and watched him die in front of me. Gone. Deleted. Come this way. Oh, shit in respawns. It's alright. I don't think that other one pulled. I might have wasted my dodge cooldown there. Is he just not interested? Now he's interested. Give me the map. Let's have a game of bingo. Not bingo. Yeah, bingo. Pink name if you can guess closest to whatever time in the next... Wait. Oh, we haven't got Kitten here to write the answers down, have we? I'm just going to put the timer up and give the pink name to whoever got the correct guess for when this stupid shit's going to drop. You know, let's do it anyway, fuck it. Alright, I'm putting a timer up. And I need to kill these things until a rare map drops that one of them is carrying. Up goes the clock. What will this stopwatch say when it drops? There you go. Pink name for whoever gets closest. 6-4 says 13:37. I mean, if it drops while you're all still guessing. Fucking hell, I keep concentrating on other things. Oh, you're in Slovenia, cellist? Or Switzerland? That's SI. It doesn't show the flags on desktop. The answer was... Despite all your Pepsi guesses, no one got it. So close. I think this pink name's yours, 6-4. It seems like nobody else wants to guess. You'll look dashing in it for the weekend. Everybody, taking guesses what this stopwatch... What's the time on the stopwatch when this stupid fucking thing drops? Paula says 13:43. Alright. Paula's gone a bit lower. Azar says 20 on the dot. Satan says I'm going to get it in 9 minutes. This is a lot of killing. I hope I get it sooner than all of these. If the second it drops, I'm not taking any more guesses. Carrying on for next. Fuck off, Trim. Sarcastic bitch. Trey, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I am so thin, yeah. I'm going to do one quest at a time, right? So, I soloed the messenger thing. Oh, you saw, didn't you? Trim, I soloed the escort quest on hardcore at level 18. It's fucking stupid. Yeah, this is the last thing I need to do, really. I need if I do this chain, I might get to level 19, which will make the lighthouse quests a bit easier. Because everything's a bit steep now, and I feel like it's better to be questing than... Did I just get it? No. I thought I got it then. Got a nice twanger, though. Soloing the escort at level 18 is fine. I forgot every time you say something to Trim, it's like, yeah, well, I did it naked. This guy. Can't let you have anything. Mina knows. Mina's got the scars. Fairness, Trim's always naked. We actually did see a naked rogue earlier, didn't we? Someone running by. Not the one that died in front of me. Can I look at the greens we're getting here? Eggs, great. Okay, well at least make some money if we're not getting the map. Trim's got Tracy Island in his loft, but can't go and get it because his dad's on nights. Trim did it at level 17, but the footage of it goes to another school. This is where we recycle all the Chuck Norris jokes. Right. Take on 2. 48, Trim, you're... Alright. These need writing down somewhere. It might be so long that, Kick! Bitch. It might be so long that it'll have scrolled off the page. Don't you dare take the name of Chuck Norris in vain. This isn't Baron's chat, we're civilised. Yeah, there's no fucking chat going on right now. I mean, in game, not in the fucking Doomhaus one. That chance would be a fine thing. I'm going to do this. 6 forces, 1, 3, 3, 7. Then what did somebody else say? Paula says 1343. Never accounted for me actually writing the list myself, did you, in the Times? Azar says 20. Satan says 9. No, 917, and Bear says 750. I hope you're right, Bear, I really do. Is that all the guesses? No, wait, Trim said 48 something, right? Pick name for the closest. 4829. $48.29. Lovely. Still find it mad to this day that a guy changed his name to be an actual actor like that meme. Chuck Norris, yeah. He was Chuck Norris was invented in World of Warcraft, I think, and then the actor came after. The timer should have been paused. It's just whatever the timer said, right? The people at the top of the list would have been upset. Maybe one of you nerds should have made the list so I didn't have to pause it, you know what I mean? Schmitz, good morning. I'm killing these little dickheads because one of them has a secret map that I need. And whenever it drops, whoever's closest gets a pink name. Schmidt says 1345. What did he say? 1345. And Scotty, 2345. Schmitz, 1345. And Scotty, 2345. Bang. Alright. The guesses are in. I've written them in Discord, by the way, so you can all see. Ballface has been killed. These are slightly lower level, but we're going to have to just start chopping now, as fast as we can. Oh my god, that's 3 of the bastards. Are we fine? If I get killed by a load of level 14 Murlocs, it will be the end of it. We have potions if we need. Evasion's got another 3 seconds on it. But I'm not going to use a potion if I don't have to. Let's just gather some energy. Bandage. Keep chopping. Alright, not bad, not bad, not bad. A little bit hairy. No map. I'm assuming this map still drops off the ones in the north. But these are all like super low level, and there's a lot of people up there killing those for the quest. Because the quest's at like, what's the quest, level 11, 12-ish, so a lot of the lower levels are going to be down here killing the higher level ones. But I wouldn't mind getting this map, because it's probably going to give me enough XP to get to level 19, right? Because it's quite a good quest. It's not a lot of combat. Is it any combat? I don't think there's any combat. Spoilers. So many crabs. I could be killing the crabs as well, but they don't drop the map. Anyway, I keep clearing this camp out. Is that a Monkey Island reference? I'm sure it is. Cats, welcome to the stream. I'm killing these little dickheads. One of them has a map, but I don't know what the drop chance is. So the stopwatch up here, whatever that says when the map drops, pink name. I'm going to take that that's a Monkey Island reference. Like, next to a crashed pirate ship. And the fact it's a wardrobe of all things. Surely. Also, like, what was the first Monkey Island? How old was that when this came out? 7 years? That's nothing. 7 years ago, we were almost going into COVID. 7 healing spells. So much meat. Actually, this meat's good. Is this meat good for cooking? Boiled clams. Taking that. Cat says 33. It'd be 4 times, yeah. Sothan was looking back misty-eyed. Was it 1990, Gwynblade? Is it really that old? No, I played it recently as well. Who did I just say? Cats. 33, bang. Yeah, Sothan was saying earlier about how the internet's becoming shit now, that there's a possibility, due to some recent A/B testing, that YouTube might be making it so you can't tab out on YouTube without premium on desktop. Like, this is not a rumour, this is them actually currently A/B testing the system. Monkey Island 6-4. I didn't realise it was that old. I guess it was really early LucasArts, wasn't it? Was it the first? It was silly. Vanilla WoW came out much earlier than Sea of Thieves Monkey Island DLC. That DLC... Well, it wasn't even DLC, it was just an update, but that fucking Monkey Island update for Sea of Thieves was genuinely 10 out of 10 single player stuff. Very, very good. What was the first? Was it the Dig? I don't know what was for. Gwynblade's thinking of disowning me as we speak. What was the first LucasArts game? Was Maniac Mansion the first? I wasn't conscious enough at the time to really get the timeline in order. By the time I realised these things were a thing, they were all out and all in our fucking computer room. Did something before Maniac Mansion? I'm going for Luke Dougie. Everybody's made their guesses at what time this stopwatch will say when I get this. One of these has got a map, and I'm just slaughtering them until I find whichever one it is. But I'm leveling up and stuff at the same time, and getting items and stuff that can be sold, so it's not too terrible. I don't like how these run around though. Don't. Fine. Has anybody been cut from the list? Satan and Bear, I think, are already out, right? I think we're entering 6-4 era. If Trim gets a pink name as a result of this, then I don't know what to think. I suppose if the stream ends, whoever... No, wait. No, never mind. I was about to make something... I was about to make the dumbest sentence imaginable. Spent 10 minutes typing. That only counts, Satan, if I get it now, though, right? It only affects you lot if I get it around this time, because then that, like, 50 seconds or whatever that I was typing would have got you the win. You'll be dead. They're already dead, I think. As long as I don't die, that's fine. Maniac Mansion was the first Scum Engine one. Okay, I'm going to get my buff food, actually. I'm going to eat one of these eggs, because it gives me a little bit more health over time. Labyrinth was first. I don't remember Labyrinth. So Zack McCracken was earlier. That's wild to think the Indiana Jones one was... They released 2 new IPs in the same year. Am I right in thinking in Monkey Island 1 there is... Doesn't somebody in the Scum Bar advertise Loom, the game? It's like Try Loom or something. It says on his hat. I am Dougie, yeah, level 18. Chipping away. So currently, Chaz gets the points. I don't know what Loom is though. Whatever was Loom. It's one of the drunks, isn't it, near the curtain? I think they even had it in the dialogue on Sea of Thieves. Oh, that's Sea of Thieves. The Sea of Thieves version of the Monkey Island theme. Oh, that truly was golden era Sea of Thieves, that. So good. The music mechanic? You make fabric on it. Thanks, Sid. Right, let's pull this one and this one along. First from Lucasfilm Games was Ball Blazer. Azzy, welcome to the stream. Yeah, but not in terms of like the what we like the classic in the stride point and click Scum games, right? Can I just do something? I'm in danger of getting overly relaxed on this playthrough, especially because it's permadeath. I think because it's not my winter car, I'm not a massive nervous wreck. Sea of Thieves, Monkey Island theme. Hello, YouTube? YouTube's crashed. Oh, get a load of that. It's one thing the Sea of Thieves team did well, it's music. Listen to that. It's so gentle, isn't it? Oh. What's happened to this fucking playthrough? Right, let's keep going north. Everyone's got a pink name on this and I'm tabbed out messing about with LucasArts music. Oh, so listen to this bit. I am easy green, as you can see. Just listening to Sea of Thieves music because for some reason I lose concentration when I'm playing WoW on the stream. Is that really loud? It might be too loud. Tell me. Something about how slightly slower and gentler it is. Everybody go play Monkey Island if you haven't already. It's probably 80p on stream right now. Steam, sorry. Where is my map? Is it alright there? I'll just sat misty-eyed listening to... I think it's because I don't associate, despite how we started this place, I don't associate this stream with World of Warcraft or playing World of Warcraft with the stream. So when I'm sat playing this now, I aren't concentrated as much on the stream part. Level 18 at the moment, he's green. Doing alright. Don't you dare heal, you bitch. And... where is this map? I'm gonna have to go back to town just to empty my bags at some point. All these fucking greens and stuff. Got that fucking level count. Where would it go if I was to put a level counter on screen? I mean, there's a lot of real estate on the screen, right? I tried to find, like, because I've downloaded these frames so people can see. Better, right? So you can see my health and stuff. I'm thinking about maybe having the chop counter on to do it, yeah. I could put it there, couldn't I? That's a good point, actually. Or maybe just have it, like, here or something. Over the face of that weird guy at the bottom left. I've lost concentration. Why have I got the fucking Monkey Island song on? Thank you, Monkey Island song. You were as beautiful as I remember. The level count is there, but it's just hard to see when people are on mobile and stuff. Let's go to... let me sort my fucking audio levels out and stuff, put the music back on. Let's put it... This is the distraction for people with the higher numbers. I mean, I could use something like, what's the names list? I don't think I'm going to need that. That's from Sea of Thieves. Let's... 18, right? Then, we'll give it a nice big outline. Then, we'll put it, like, behind the tip jar or something, like that. And then, we'll make it... I don't know. We'll make it like that. Is that good enough? There you go, everybody. There's my level counter. Does that work? And then I'll forget to update it. But if I forget to update it, and you lot forget to remind me to update it, then it's our own fucking fault. I hate it. It's gameplay. Easy green up to 5, good work. You had the big box for what there? Oh, your first one was Monkey Island 3. I played the third one. I played the first. I played the first one again recently and fucking loved it. And the Sea of Thieves remake and stuff. They are as good as you remember and they're timeless. See, that's the thing about those old games, right? The limitations were so, like... I'm going to let this guy come back to me. The limitations were so strict that they made such a simple game that it hasn't aged. Like, if you go try and play a first-person shooter on controller from, like, 2000 from the year 2000, it's awful. But in point-and-click games, they just don't age. They're, yeah, good, very good. And there's even, like, modern updates and stuff so you can play them. Right? Stop watching highbrow stuff on mobiles. What was that saying? I forgot what that might be in context. What the context for that was. Alright, what level of Uncanny Valley is that giving you, having some different number there that you're not used to? First-person shooters peaked before the term first-person shooters existed. When did the term come around, first-person shooter? I don't ever remember it when we were... Because they were... I know it's not... Not small screen, not seeing the level. I'm with you, I'm with you. I know it's not accurate because Doom clone meant somebody actually cloning the Doom architecture itself and not just somebody who copied whatever Doom was doing. But I always remember first-person shooters in the 90s being referred to as Doom clones. Yeah, I don't know when first-person shooter came around. I don't even feel like it was that big a thing around the early Counter-Strike days or even like early Halo. When the graphics were that much different to Doom that calling something a Doom clone was misleading, yeah. Yeah, there you go, so you caught up to the same thing I did. Oh yeah, I only recently learned, correct me if I've misunderstood what I learned, but I've only recently learned that Doom clone means more than just somebody making a first-person shooter like Doom did. It's actually like... It wasn't open source though, was it, Doom? I don't know how that happened, but apparently it was people using Doom's like basic architecture and building on top of it. Fucking hell, I just kicked that guy's head off. Did you see that? I used a spell that's just for interrupting his spells. And for some reason hit him so hard that it halved his health. Maybe because he's level 12. Come on, where is this map? Might have to go back to Sentinel Hill in a second and just re-up. And just empty some bloody bag space. This is very good for leveling cooking though, because all of the clam meat that drops from these is currently a good thing to be leveling cooking. Once we've filled our bags, we'll go back to I'll teleport back to Sentinel Hill. We'll level that up. Plus, I've nearly got a full level while I've been fucking about down here. There, I got. Oh, it was a scroll of spirit. Did get a small lustrous pearl though. My bags are far too full from this. Amazing when you look at the original Quake and it's somehow more sophisticated than most modern shooters. I was really worried when Modern Warfare came out. Because, as revolutionary as Halo was, it still very much felt like Counter-Strike and Unreal and Quake and Tribes and all the games that came before it. But when Modern Warfare came out, it just felt like there was no physics, there was no like vehicles, or there was no like rockets, or there was no like exaggerated movement or anything like that. And it was basically just paintball, right? But everybody loved it. And you could tell that everything immediately shifted away from the like really intentional kind of... And then everything was just stuck to the ground, very fast, very like one-hit kill as well, or like 2 or 3 bullets. Is it, what do they call them? TTK, don't they? Quick time to kill. I suppose Counter-Strike was the thing that led into it though, right? But Counter-Strike came from Source, and Source is known for its physics and that, yeah. I guess Counter-Strike and Modern Warfare at the same time just made everything very... Yeah. And then everything tried to copy it, nothing managed to succeed, and the whole thing seems to have gone the way of the dodo a little bit. Which is why Fortnite was a breath of fresh air, despite everybody trying desperately to say they didn't like it, because it brought verticality into things in a way that it hadn't been since the Halo days. Couldn't name a recent first-person shooter other than Call of Duty 4586. Yeah, I think the last shooter that I really cared for was the original Overwatch. In the first, like, sort of 6 or 8 months or something, I played the shit out of Overwatch. That was so good. We joke about Overwatch, but that was one of the cleanest games. Like, in terms of just build quality and stuff, that was beautiful. I was bad at Fortnite, but I had a lot of fun on it, yeah. It was good. It was good. I mean, it felt like It felt like the hastily put together mod it was, but was brilliant for it. Right? Not that I really played it too much, but just in terms of like cultural osmosis. Blizzard isn't allowed to have made good games since Wrath of the Lich King. Whoa! Get down off your snooty high horse, Azara, and allow me to do it for you. Wrath of the Lich King was shit as well. He's right, Trim. Overwatch. Do you know what? Do you know, like, when we were all babes and there'd be like a midnight release, and everybody looks back on midnight releases as being this amazing thing, and they even were in the early download days. But the original Overwatch felt like the last big cultural zeitgeist release in 2016. Like, we had massive waves for Among Us and Fall Guys and PUBG and Fortnite and all of these games that were like huge cultural touchstones. And 70% of the world loved them, and the other 30% loved how good they looked when they hated them, so everybody was involved, right? But Overwatch felt like the last big event in what used to be a gaming, like, international community that went really excited for certain things. Like, it felt like the last one, right? Does that feel about right, Trim? Got Overwatch, but barely. It's a shame as well, because on launch it felt so... I know it was just Team Fortress, and there's been plenty of like team-based and squad-based shooters forever, but it felt like the last big triple A bang where everybody was stupid excited for it. No Man's Sky to a degree, yeah. No Man's Sky was... Yeah, that was huge. Yeah, you're right. I just got into Fortnite. It's still really good as long as you stay in zero build, reload, or blitz. Zero... Oh yeah, they released a zero building mode, didn't they? Poor old Ark Raiders. It came out to universal praise, so nobody could get their little Schadenfreude stiffies over it, so it failed. You almost need to release a game in a slightly broken state to get the enormous exposure you get from negative reviews. So you can then use that exposure to then put money back into the game. Yeah, accidentally releasing a good game's bad for business. Still patching StarCraft 2 rather than giving it up as a bad job and going to StarCraft 3. It's probably for the best, because would you want modern Blizzard in charge of StarCraft? Which is why everybody clamouring for Classic Plus in World of Warcraft is it's dangerous, because essentially it's like saying Naxxramas ended in 2006, and then instead of using the Blizzard team that made all of that amazing content before, we handed the keys to 2026 Blizzard and said, can you make us... Nobody would have voted for that. Really, anything except the build mode is fun, since they basically turned it into a gaming platform inside a gaming platform, where you make platforms while gaming, I suppose. Big team battles. Oh, that makes me Halo. Right, we've come back to town. I need to empty my bags. I might go to Stormwind and just sell some shit, or I'll stay out and keep fighting. But I'm going to cook up some of this clam meat, boiled clams. That's good buff food. I need to buy 27 refreshing spring water for it, though. Does this lady not sell water? Excuse me?
Have a good one.
Bread merchant.
Buy and trade.
Doesn't sell water.
I buy and trade.
Lee Boyer doesn't sell...
Be careful.
Hello? Maybe the lady in the tavern sells water. Overwatch was massive. Still pretty big, but it's become a mess, yeah. Yeah, like, what has been a... Other than the people that... The Schadenfreude people that like watching big games fail, what has been a game at that level? I know 2026 was pretty good, 5 was pretty good for new releases, and people were genuinely happy, but I don't think there's been like an enormous cultural moment, right? I mean, there's one coming up, we know that for a fact. Like, Elden Ring might be the biggest, Baldur's Gate 3, but they're still pretty niche in terms of like Overwatch or fucking your Fortnites and your Among Us and stuff. Silksong was pretty big, I suppose. It did cause Steam issues, didn't it? But even Silksong, I don't think. It was big and it was good. Marvel Rivals, I don't know. I don't feel like you're the only person I know that talks about it, Shaggy. Not to knock it, but Overwatch was massive. It's still pretty big. Yeah, literally every StarCraft 2 expansion made the game worse, and every patch trying to fix balance broke something else. Whereas Brood War has been unpatched for a quarter of a century and still played hugely today. It's maybe for the best they don't patch it, as we say, right? Okay, we've got the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gets me to... There we go. Right, I'm going to cook this boiled clams for a bit. Marvel Rivals is a cache abstraction. Extraction, yeah. Silksong was very big for that brief period. And rightly so as well. But it's still an indie sequel to an indie game, right? I'm with you, Stubbler. Nothing was as massive as Overwatch. Baldur's Gate 3 was fantastic, but wasn't as impactful as Overwatch. Elden Ring was almost there. I think since Overwatch, you Fortnite, right? Fall Guys was huge, but it was like lockdown boosted. Rocket League's not a bad shout. That did get hugely boosted suddenly. Rocket League's one of them games where everybody I knew was playing it on launch. Like they perfected that branding, didn't they? Because they gave it out for free on PlayStation for 2 months or something, and then released it on everything else. Rivals changed up hero shooters so much that Overwatch even started making new characters and content you don't have to pay to unlock. I bet it did change the hero shooter thing, Shaggy. So. We're talking in terms of like GTA level release. And these things bigger than ever, but people lose interest exponentially faster. That might be it. Games just don't have the shelf life anymore. 6-4 is another banger. Pokemon Go as well. Yeah, Pokemon Go. Definitely. That was 2016 as well, though, think about it. Yeah, everything we could think of is 2016. All our examples. Pokemon Go, No Man's Sky. Like, even Starfield. Even Bethesda. Okay, we've got cooking up to 77. Even Bethesda. 2016 was the... yeah, nothing bad happened in 2016. Right, I'm going to sell off all of these old eggs. We don't need them anymore. Well, let's put those there. So now I've got 20 buff food. All right. Let's sell off the crap that we've got.
Welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can I do for you?
Sounds roughly when they released the classic Magikarp jump. What was that? Some kind of Pokemon Go stuff? Such an underrated POV, literally underrated. Right. My bags are heaving with greens and shit that I need to sell, but I think we'll do a bit more Murloc chopping because I need to get this map. You're hungry for shellfish now. That's very good saying, yeah. None of this is, just for the record, everybody, none of this is in terms of quality of video game. But absolute mainstream, full adoption, whole industry talking about it, tentpole. You know what I mean? GTA and Elder Scrolls, I can't think of anything that would be the same level. But then again, so Overwatch was an original IP that came out of nowhere. So was No Man's Sky. Cyberpunk's not a bad one. Would Cyberpunk have been as big as it was on launch if there wasn't the controversy? Because people like The Witcher 3, but even in a community in here that I spoke to like 40 people every week. I think there was only like 4 of us that played it. So then the hype building up to it was enormous. Before we knew that it wasn't very good, the hype and the media attention building up to that game was enormous enough that even if the game wasn't very good, it goes on this list just in pure terms of being like a massive cultural movement. Yeah. Turns out you have to overpromise to get that, but yeah. I mean, we're talking enormous hype so far, right? This is more about hype than it is about quality. No Man's Sky just showed what an absolute shower of cunts gamers are in general. Yeah, I know that game did overpromise, but even I got suckered into believing a lot of the press around it that was like, this could be a complete game changer. This game could be like the next major leap that we haven't had for a long time. Talking more about perception and how much general populace knows about it. I don't know what I'd put on a list like that. Right, back to Murloc chopping. We're so far up this fucking list. I know it's brilliant now, yeah, that's the thing. Except how much the general populace knows about it. Yeah, I mean, back then, No Man's Sky was getting to that level. There was like TV interviews with that Sean Murray? Yeah, it was like on the news and stuff. And I think being on the news is what ramped it up even higher. Maybe Arc Raiders. They're doing things that extraction shooters haven't done in the past, as well as encouraging people to work together by making play-style adaptive lobbies so friendlies. Is it enough to put it on a GTA kind of level? Shaggy Dan. It does seem like a very good game, and like Gwynblade said earlier, we're all aware it came out and it was pretty much flawless on the way out, right? Is it GTA level, would you say? A lot of people knew about its promises, but after its release, it was way more infamous than whatever fate. No, it was certain. It was. We're talking about releases, though, in terms of like I don't know if Cyberpunk had the level of excitement that. Yeah. Like I'm very keen not to put games that I was excited for, because my Winter Car would be the absolute ginormous monster release. Yeah. Arc Raiders has been very successful within the context of 2025, as is that Marvel Rivals game. Among Us had a massive hype, but it's different because it was years after its release and only got played because everyone was stuck inside. Yeah, COVID does kind of artificially bump a lot of these up, right? My spring car will be the biggest game since Concord. Ooh, is that a new cloak? Inscribed cloak, 2 stamina. No, goes on the pile with all the other greens. Where is this map? For the record, everybody that's watching that doesn't know an enormous amount about WoW, this map is not necessary. Most people don't get it, they don't even try looking for it, they just move on. But I've set myself the goal of completing every quest in this zone. Outside of stuff like My Summer Car that was in early access, I don't recall the last time I bought a game on release date, maybe Metroid Prime 3. That's it, yeah. Games on release are... But I think it's due to the way we all consume media around games now, right? We're not all sat in a monoculture way suckling on the same teat in terms of... so then, if you pay enough, you can push hype down that teat, right? And we're all drinking it. It's actually a very good analogy. Oh, fuck, Red Dead 2. Yeah, okay.
Correction, you've set yourself a goal to make this as boring as possible today.
It's always boring, Dougie. That's the fun. Yeah, Red Dead 2. I didn't even think of it. Trim and I's favourite game in the last 15 years, and we completely neglected. I think the litmus test is, does it interest people who aren't habitual gamers? GTA, Red Dead, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, pull in people who only dust off their consoles or even buy one of these games. Yes, Call of Duty as well. Arc Raiders is at GTA level of hype and global recognition. They have a release schedule which is still more than we have for GTA 6. Is Arc Raiders really as internationally popular as GTA would be? I don't know, Trim, that was terrible. We shouldn't have. Oh, fuck, this is a big pull. Concentrate, Stubble, concentrate. When I think of Arc Raiders, I just think of like Razor and Radler. Silksong was the last game I got on release day. My mirror's damaged since I was away for the weekend and couldn't buy it due to the servers tilting. Prior to that, probably GameCube. Oh my god, look at my health! I nearly died reading Satan's message. I got the map! I had to nearly die. I've got the map! Oh my god, that was stupid. 43:25. Trim's 5 minutes away. Cats is 8 minutes away. Trim is pink. Shit. I shouldn't have screamed and clapped, that was silly. I was excited, leave me alone. Trim, say something in Discord. How am I supposed to put a pink name on? Nothing. Both pink names for this game, by the way. 100% record. Did you get it for the deed as well? Alright, let's get some XP, shall we? If ye be reading this, it means old Captain Sanders is in a watery grave. So my treasure is now yours. Ye need just follow the clues. First, ye need to find me old footlocker. It's probably half buried in sand by now along the western coast of Westfall, near the shipwreck. There be loads of shipwrecks, but the one with the rusty anchor on the coast. Find that anchor and you'll find me locker. Looking there for the next clue. A riddle. A rusty anchor on the coast. In fact, I'm turning fucking Questy off. We're doing this blind. Only bought a GameCube for Metroid Prime and only bought the Wii for Twilight Princess. GameCube, yeah, that seemed to pass us by completely. "50 GameCube games had the best lineup. GTA is astronomical. Never bought a huge amount of console games since the SNES era, to be honest. Probably had more than a dozen on any system at a time since then. Yeah, it's kind of expensive console gaming if you don't, like, leap in fully, right? Arc Raiders, Cyberpunk, The Witcher, Baldur's Gate 3 and so on don't really break out of their core audiences, which I think is key here, yeah. I buy every piece of content related to Total War Warhammer the instant it becomes available. The thing is, though, that's the good thing. That's a good way to do it, right? Hang on, what did this riddle say? There be lots of shipwrecks, but only one rusty anchor on the coast. Find that anchor. The western coast of Westfall. The further south I go, the more trouble I'm going to get. Trim pre-watched. He wrote the script, yeah. These are all level 17s. I've played with people from all over the world. Sometimes the language barrier is so real we just emote at each other. Didn't GTA 5 make like... was it like $3 billion on launch or something? Wild. I maybe shouldn't be going this far south looking for this, should I? I very rarely do this. This is too far south, right? Because the lighthouse is not far down this side of the coast, and all the mobs are like level 16 now. Should we check the north first? One of these shipwrecks has an anchor on the coast. Stupid riddle. People who claim gaming is too expensive need to have a look at the Argos catalogue from the early 90s. Yeah, fucking N64 cartridges was ridiculous. And still, we talk about this forever. The when No Mercy, the game that we play for the Royal Rumble, first came out, I went to Blockbuster to see if they had a copy. It was 85 quid in 2002. Language barriers are fun. Sorry, at the same time, console games where I still played them cost the same as they did in the NES era, so considering inflation, it's not that bad. Absolutely, yeah. Gaming now is as cheap as it's ever been, right? If you buy a AAA game on launch, you're paying 75 quid or whatever. That is fucking ridiculous, understood, but the fact that none of us buy AAA games on launch anymore is proof that it's getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, right? Steam sales, Game Pass, all of this stuff. Free games being released all the time. Language barriers are fun, as I can read Cyrillic. It was obvious when I played online poker semi-seriously when the Russians were colluding, thinking of what it would know. They are really good at cheating and stuff, aren't they, as a nation? I know that sounds like it's a generalisation, which I very much avoid doing often. But it's always, every game, even the fucking Olympics. It's amazing. I kind of respect it. Saved up forever to get Mario 3, like 40 quid. That's so fucking expensive. The Neo Geo. If I run past the ship with the anchor, where the fuck is this shipwreck? It's got to be further south. Because there's no shipwrecks further north, is there? I've just run north for no fucking reason. No, Stubbler, everything is getting worse constantly, and there are no exceptions. Sorry, I disagreed with a lot of feeds there. This is Finland. Does that mean you die here? You are Fin-donned. Hang on, that's a good point actually. 12, welcome to the stream. Wait, I thought I was in stealth. I thought I was in stealth, so I went to go take a screenshot. I was not in stealth. I should track it. I've turned Questy off so we can just do the riddle trim. It sounded fun. Neo Geo games started around 100 quid for the cheap ones. 12, welcome to the stream. Have I pulled this bitch? I don't like this. Something feels off. Come down the hill. Don't nearly die again. Stop healing. Don't run that way. Don't run that way. Alright. We're looking for an anchor by a shipwreck. Food, for instance, is too expensive. So I thought, we get it. You've got money. Food is too expensive, or are we all blind to the value of things because of globalisation? 28 eyebrow. Oh, I'm blinded to the value because of third world slave labour. Our mum is definitely not too expensive. Trim, thank you very much. Checking the Steam library now, I've only played about a quarter of it. Would never do that on a console. Yeah. Yeah. I don't... like, everybody I know has a Steam library full of games that they're never going to play and not boast about it, but everybody says it as if it's a normal thing. It's kind of sad. We've made games so unbelievably accessible and cheap now that we've got too many that we can play. And you sit and scroll through a list of 200... knowing you're never going to scratch 10% of them. Where is this stupid anchor? Supermarkets reporting record profits when they bumped all prices through the roof / reduced sizes because of inflation. I spoke to our local takeaway about prices going up because somebody was complaining. And he said we'd just have to operate at a loss or close down. Because it just costs so much fucking money for ingredients now. There's a dot on the boat, Trim? I thought that was a strangle kelp underneath it. Trim? I'll own up to it. You were right, I was wrong. Humble bundles as well. Yeah, it's the level people were asking for it. That guy learned the hard way. I'm looking for an anchor by the sea. This is what it's like when you turn Questy off. Maybe as a society we should focus on keeping grocery prices down instead of investing in data centres. I always imagined 12 you put a cigar out on an ashtray and lean back in your chair when you say things like this. Tell me it's not true. Where is the anchor? I've got 25 minutes to get this quest done. I could probably get a fat amount of XP if I could just get on with it. So much shit to sell. Right, don't go down that way. We know that's dangerous. Look at the Humble Bundle before I mention it. It'll probably just spunk more money there as a result. Current Sid Meier package. Sid Meier package is tempted. Yeah, we've got such an almost untapped access to video games now that you think that I think the fact that gaming is so cheap now means that when you look at a new release game at 70 quid, it looks stupidly expensive. And in our minds, we tell ourselves that it's only us that gets all these cheap deals, whereas the rest of the industry, all those foolish sheep out there buying whatever at full price. I don't know how many people are actually buying these things at full price either. I think most people are in the position where we've got so many fucking games now, we just sit and play Stardew because everything else is so overwhelming. You forgot your smoking jacket. That's a Briarthorn trim before you get sassy. Where is this anchor? Oh, fuck. Actual trouble. Maybe I should just run across the hilltop to find it. Let's read the clues again. I've survived. If you've been reading this, it means old Captain Sanders is in a watery grave. My treasure is yours. You need to follow the clues. You need to find my footlocker that's half buried in sand along the western coast near a shipwreck. There's lots of shipwrecks, but only the one with the rusty anchor on the coast. How far down the coastline am I? I don't think it's any further south than this, right? What level are these mobs? Level 14. So let's go across the top of the hill and look down, see if we can find it. But AI is so important. What would you do without a computer correcting your grammar in real time? Luckily my grammar died before AI became a thing. £13 for all the Civ games through 6 plus other stuff seems worth it, even if I never play it. That's how they get you, right? The too good to miss. It's playing on some evolutionary weakness we've got to opportunity. Like arcades, £1 to £2 a game that doesn't last that long. I'd have thrown so much money into the machines if they were cheap. Bring back anchors? What am I missing? Am I just stupid? I've searched the entire fucking coast. I got the map and it's shown me nothing. It's not even a map, it's a riddle. Games cost 1,000 times less to produce than they did in the 90s because they don't have to manufacture physical media and the developers don't need paying. Yeah, exactly. The arcade owners should just go to a food bank, the selfish pigs, yeah. The internet makes everybody socialist. I've said this before, right? Whatever you think of that. Suddenly, charging for things you've made online, people would write you off entirely, right? It's only just fixing itself. There was this belief that if it's online, it should be free, like music and films and games and artwork and newspaper articles, everything. How dare this newspaper charge for the writings? It's not like before when I used to have a £12 newspaper subscription and have to go and buy it from a shop. Google how to get the map. I've got it, Dougie. I'm now trying to work out why the first clue led us. Porn, yeah. Christ, the amount of mountains you had to climb to get porn in the past. Now somebody online says, I'd like you to give me some money per month to see a picture of my bottom. And everyone's like, that's fucking ridiculous. Talk about arcades, I don't know what was more of a money maker. Street Fighter 2 or NBA Jam. Sothan said this the other day. He said most games before a certain age are just roguelikes. We just didn't call them that. And the only way to get beyond it and to keep your save was to pay. How do we live in a world where pubs, restaurants, cinemas, museums and everything else can't run at a profit? Tell you what we'll do, we'll sit inside and we'll scroll. You googled it, I'm proud of you. No, we got it from cold, hard work. And now, I need to find an anchor on the coastline. That's an anchor, isn't it? Is that an anchor? What level are these mobs? Level 16. Fuck ass. That's not even a ship. It's not even a sloop. Someone who hooks a 15-year-old on cocaine pressures him into taking pictures of their bottom and then sells those pictures to you. Yeah, that's what we had before. OnlyFans. Right, I'm going to have to do a lot of chopping if I'm going to get to this. Is the... It's not that barrel, is it? It's that fucking box. Alright, we're going to have to be ruthless here. I'm going to eat one of my boiled clams, get a bit of health. I mean, there's probably examples of it the same as I, but... If I knew somebody that were desperate to go down that line of work, I'd rather they did it in their back bedroom on their own than went and signed up to some agency and... I don't want to pull more than one. This fucking twatting crab. You say things should be free. I don't believe it, though. But copyright length is a proper conversation that we need to have again. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Yeah, that's a lot of health falling fast. Disengage, disengage. Disengage, disengage. Actually, I'm going to pop this health potion, which again should be bound. Oh, they've all run away. I wasted a potion. Fuck. Pimps, but I'm not sure that's a high bar. Social loss for 19-year pre-internet invention. Copyright length. It's going to be the most demented conversation I've ever had. At least today. Right, can I get him on his own? Yeah, I think this is just going to be a case of slowly picking these off, but I need to go quick before they respawn. A lot of intellectual priapism today, even more so than usual. People get to talk about what they read about all day, right? Bottom 70% or so, I think, and 19-year-olds from troubled backgrounds, not me. Oh, 100%, yeah. Deal with creepy followers trying to pressure them to do stuff. I mean, that always existed in the wider industry, right? But at least there's a bit of self-control and a bit of agency for a lot of people. Or at least there's an option for it. Instead of them being picked up and taken to some studio or whatever. How pompous of us to read and talk about what we read. Imagine. Alright, I need to be quick. I'm fucking stressed about this. Electing a government that only wants one employer in the country will do that. Well, we don't even need to import or get from the local area or anything anymore, right? Because very soon, I'll just be able to do it, let robots do it, and I'll live happily ever after. In our Wall-E chairs. Can I pull him and him alone? I don't mind fighting. Like, if I can kill the crab quickly, and then we'll bring him out. God, rogues take so much damage. And I'm fully, like, potioned up and stuff, and I've got... Quick. Okay. Again, I need to be really quick. You already had Civ 3 on Steam, so if anybody wants it, I'll post the code on Discord later. Pretty good. And if anybody wants Civilization 3. Can I pull this guy alone? I don't want him there to get involved in this fight. Let's see. Is that one going to come too? Perfect. Right, quick. A little bit of backpedaling there to prove I'm a good player. I've yet to hear a complaint about the modern world that doesn't end with me thinking the internet really fucked everything. I don't know if this is some kind of Ianism, but it just genuinely feels like every answer is the internet killed it. Or convenience killed it, I should say. Social issues, governmental issues, election issues, democratic process issues, all of it feels like the internet was the turning point. I wondered about how well the arcade would do with lower prices. Never seen so many people using the £1 a game games. Whether that was because of people not wanting to play or just not feeling the value. There's a few now that are pay up front and play as long as you like. They seem to do well. Where are these kind of where are these kind of places sit? Right, I need to get this one quick. Big change where some things had to die. The footlocker slowly creaks open. Sand and water seem to be the only contents, but wait, a small crab scurries out with a clue to the treasure in his claws. The clue to the treasure reads, "Good work, matey. Now you need to head east. East up the bluffs, east to the road. Look for the old chimney ruins near the side of the road, and there you'll find an old barrel with your next clue. Old chimney ruins up the bluffs to the east." As we can do. Alright, fixed it. An Ianism, like, I don't know, like utilitarianism or Freudianism or whatever. They're gathering around a bloke called Ian. Basically. What did it say? Chimney ruins. Is it the chimney ruins? Yeah, I think it's the chimney ruins up there that we were looking for the messenger at. Manchester and Milton Keynes have one, and there's ones in Birmingham as well. They do food and drink so you can stay here for long. That's pretty cool. Look for the old chimney ruins near the side of the road. This is actually nice to just not use Questy and blast through it. Just use your fucking brain. Yeah, I think these things can't just exist on selling just the product with maybe a vending machine anymore, right? They have to be destinations. Which is good, really, because third spaces are dying out all over the place because the internet fucking killed them. NQ64, is that it? I'm not a chimney, Chaz. Just because I have a large opening and a smoky exterior. Chaz, welcome to the stream. There's one in Bury as well that I've been tempted to go to, which is one payment and everything's free. Not sure I get 18 quid's worth of value with that. If you got like a burger with it or something, maybe, right? What did it say? There was a barrel here somewhere. It's not that one, is it? Barrel. Barrel. How is this not the remains of a chimney? Did you not say there was a barrel? Oh, it's there. Barrel. This busted barrel, though. Bars with arcade games are amazing when I found them. You can burn hours away with friends. Good work, treasure hunter. Searching through the barrel, you discover another piece of parchment. This one reads, "Now from here, face north. Straight as the crow flies, keep walking until you see the empty jug next to the lone windmill on the sea bluffs. Lone windmill on the sea bluffs to the north." They're good for a night out, yeah? You go in and pay base fee and sit and play cards and stuff. One of Milton Keynes has an arcade and a sci-fi museum. Yeah, go get your name on the ice score sheet, 6-4. Lone Windmill. That one? On the bluffs to the north. If it says Lone Windmill, then we'll go to the first windmill we see. Just think of a geek bar. We spent our wedding night in board games, card games, consoles, booze, food and stuff. It was tippers, but COVID destroyed it. We used to stream D&D on Twitch as well. This is all well and good until some... Yeah, I know this guy's got a lot of faith in the fact that this jug's never going anywhere, right? More faith than I have in working this out. I might actually ding today. Getting to level 19 and be tippy toppers. Board game pubs are coming back though. I've got a few in Hammersmith. There's one over in Stratford that do a rock. What have I pulled? Oh fuck. Ow! Don't do it again. There you go. I can actually take a Dust Devil, it's fine. Rock Band Karaoke. Jesus Christ, this one's... This isn't it, is it? To the Northern Bluffs. Yeah, that's not north, is it? I got the map, Mina, yeah, I'm just trying to work it out without Questy, it's nice. Leicester had a few good board game cafes. One open recently-ish. One in Leeds called Pixels. Totally got to an arcade bar that was streaming live plays. Your local's got a few upstairs. I really want the internet to burst. The bubble to burst. Not in the I can't wait for the AI bubble to... all that rubbish that everybody says. But the bit where we all obsessed over it, it would be nice if that went away and we all went back to... And we all looked back on this period as that era where we spent like 15 years going all pale and depressed and arguing. It's a long shot. But it'd be nice to have the benefits of the internet without all the bad stuff, right? All the addictive stuff. There's the jug. See, this jug. Turns out, it's nailed down. Right then, next part is just going to get me to level 19. You're on your way to the jackpot, treasure seeker. Sure enough, deep within the old jug there's another clue to Sanders' treasure. The ink has run in some places and the paper smells like whiskey, but you can make out some of the text. Now you found me old whiskey jug, you're almost to the treasure. Just face west from the bottle, walk down to the shore, and once you get to the water, keep going. Swim straight west till you find the island with me treasure. 8-slot bag, a belt, some silver, and a new shirt. Island to the west. Pretty good. Still not level 19. I'm going to be careful, I don't want to go sliding down this hill and die. Simpler stuff like Scrabble rather than Catan. Yeah, simpler board games. Monopoly. There's the island, we can see the trees. I'm about to face a WoW stream where I have achieved all of my goals. Is there anything under here that could attack me? No, the water seems relatively calm. Lovely. Alright, next week then, if I can survive this bit, Dead Mines. Reduce your internet usage, but I think that's the death of massive boards. Yeah, I only really want to use the internet to talk to people. I know that sounds dumb, but I don't want to be sitting and consuming. It never feels right. I don't mind, like, I do a bit, like I lurk in the odd Twitch stream and I watch YouTube, but the idea of just sat, I don't know, it doesn't feel like learning to me. Need quantum computing to become a thing, then we'd instantly break the encryption that the internet commerce requires and break everything. Yeah, well, let's just destroy it. Quantum strength protection keys out already. I bet this dude was like, I'm a more powerful mage than Medivh, but all he did was, with his abilities, was enchant the items such that they couldn't be moved or used except for the treasure hunt. I've poured all of, it's like Sauron, he poured all of his power into this map so a load of level 17s can run around and feel good about themselves. stepped away from being on your PC as much. It's gotten to a point where I was just sitting mindlessly scrolling and finding enjoying pretty much nothing. Stepping away from it more just to do random crap around the house. Yeah, it's amazing how you get into something like you've spent like nearly an hour just reading shit online, and then you go up and like close your curtains and wipe dust off top of the fridge, and suddenly you feel like a human again. Doesn't take much, does it? Trying to mix aimless scrolling with mobile PC and physical gaming. We are on the island. We have found the treasure map. And the hinges on the old chest are rusty, but they still work. You force the chest open and take the booty. We're getting all of this. Level 19. That's not bad. We soloed the escort quest today. We are now ready for the dead mines. I've upgraded cooking massively, herbalism massively. We've dinged twice, and I have made a massive, massive dent in the dead mines. I need to update the jar, that's true. I've gone from 18 to 19. For those that are wondering what Satan's on about, just here, look, the jar's got the level that I currently am underneath it now. Got a new shirt. What do we think to it? I always like the starter rogue shirt because it's got these like little armbands on it. We've got a silver bar that we can sell. All these old clues, look, let's get rid of these. Can't sell them. Fuck them all off and finish the quest now. What else did we get? A belt with 2 stamina on it. Yeah, I'll take that. Look at that, nice red belt. And an 8-slot bag. Have I got any 6s? Loads of 6s. Everything in that was an upgrade. Wonderful. Okay, my bags are now a complete shit show. We'll have to sort that out after. Tell you what we'll do. That's actually landed quite nicely. So, let's put just this stuff here just for a second. We'll put all of my herbs down here. It wouldn't be a Doomhaus stream without mindless inventory management. Anybody want a 6-slot bag on Hardcore Alliance? Got some clam meat that we can tinker up as well. I need to go through Stormwind, and not today obviously, and put all of this stuff on the auction house. Captain Sanders shirt, I'll put that in the bank too. Right, good. Let's teleport back to our home location and finish up for the week. Mr. Studler, have you done the quest previous? Have you done this quest previous? I have, but the last time I did it with my brain was a very long time ago. So it's not really a quest that people focus. Because you have to do sometimes an hour of Murloc killing just to get the thing you need. Good. 7 clam meat then.
Welcome to my inn, weary traveler.
Hello,
what can
man.
I do for you?
Just like to buy some spring water, please. That guy getting in dungeons. Can't do much, sadly, because bed rest bullshit. 1 second. Boiled clams. Folding laundry while fighting Theo from Unfolded, it makes me so much happier than watching some bullshit video about whatever my brain decided to hyperfixate on for that day, week, or month. Yeah? And then we'll forget immediately. I know, my new belt to match my bandana, I look beautiful. Got some eggs as well. What do you need to cook up these eggs? Baked eggs. Mild spices. Have I got time? Got 60 seconds. Quick run to get some mild spices so we can cook these eggs up. And then it's marbles and stream races and we're off. I didn't see a moose today. I remember fuck all from... Yeah. You tell yourself you've not got time to play an hour of video games a day, but then you've got 8 hours fucking screen time, right? Not you particularly. We don't need to hear what your screen time is. That wasn't me asking anybody for excuses, but...
See you later.
Saying yesterday, I think most people that said they don't have time for X thing actually mean they don't have attention span anymore. That's about all I do anymore is play games all day. Alkarion, good morning. That's not the worst thing, right? If you're sat completely engaged in a body of work that's taken a long time and a lot of effort, and that's for people to put together, and you're truly getting enjoyment out of it and fulfillment and challenge, and it's stimulating your brain in a way that makes interesting decisions and forward planning and strategizing and stuff. It's a lot better than just watching reels go by or whatever, right? I did Alcarion, yeah. I'm going to go back to it when the things are added. Zip lines. Lovely. That was a banger of a stream, that. We're now ready for next week, which will be Dead Mines. Wish me luck. We're going to have the first dungeon next week. I've hit level 19, leveled up twice. Soloed a pretty difficult quest. Managed to get the treasure map. So now in Westfall, all we have is a small handful of quests that aren't in Dead Mines, and then we're going in. I think we're going in next week, in fact. It's probably about time that we can get that. Look, this is the goal for next week. Fuck, I can't see it, never mind. Right, thank you all for joining. I love you all very much. But for now, that's going to do it. Look at that belt. I look more Defias than ever. I'm going to walk into the Dead Mines to actually kill Van Cleef and finish this Defias business once and for all. And they're going to be like, is that Paul? I've seen him in ages. Thank you all. I love you all. That's going to do it. Marbles and stream races, anyone? Spotted that before golf? Lovely. Right, don't press the wrong button and play the Sea of Thieves theme. Nobody wants it. Fisty, welcome to the stream. Don't look me into that category of people. I can be both. I can be bad at both things. I'm built different. Different or wrong. Used to be a sponge, but now with having Google in my pocket, what's the point of remembering it now, right? Just want to get back to proper learning shit and keep it in there. We're not here to learn. I was going to say we're here to consume then, but that would have been the most V for Vendetta film thing I'd ever said. Heard the company behind Stream Racers is either going or is out of business, but Stream Racers was working as it. The Stream Racers company's going out of business. No. Surely they'll keep it. No, because it's an online service, isn't it? Oh, God. Fisty, are you well? Right. DoomhausGaming. Not DoomhausGaming. The Doomhaus Discord is split down the middle between those with green names and those with orange names. You all know all of this, right? We're so buried deep in the WoW category that we don't have to worry too much about anybody being here that's not au fait with marbles. And you all know that marbles crashes on launch every fucking day. If you would like to join in for today's marbles, because the oranges overtook thanks to golf on last Friday, the greens have gone into some kind of overdrive, and as a result have won 5 points in the last 4 days thanks to Moose Marbles. You said get off the internet and single-handedly killed Stream Race. I hope it don't die. They were the ones that shut down Stream Raiders as well a while back due to lack of income. Stream Racers is going to be gone. Is this the last Stream Racers? Oh no! Sub's going to have to build a procedurally generated track and run like 30 labelled RC cars. The company's going to go, or Stream Racers. Shit, what are we going to do in final week? Balls. If you'd like to join in for today's marbles, however, you must simply type the password, and the password for today is... map. Yeah, I hope it works just with no new updates. Don't tell me I'm going to need to change your Twitch email. Imagine. Alright, we have Fisty for the greens. Chaz for the greens. I hope it doesn't go away. We've relied on that for 5 years now. Azar for the greens. 6-4 for the greens. Tags like welcome to the stream for the oranges. Schmitz for the oranges. Scotty for the greens. Satan for the oranges. Paula for the greens. Nina for the oranges. The company's going away, yeah? Not necessarily Stream Racers. 12 for the oranges. Easy green for the greens. Cellist for the greens. This is because I said instead of Monster Marbles after a playthrough's finished, we'll play Monster Stream Racers. They were like, no, fuck that. Midrate for the oranges. Bear for the greens. Elkarion for the oranges. Dougie for the greens. Cardi for the greens. Cardi, welcome to the stream. Azzy, Kitten, and Shaggy Dan. Azzy for the oranges. Kitten for the oranges. And Shaggy Dan for the oranges. Is that everybody? Welcome in those of you that have just arrived. Stream Raiders is gone, yeah. Oh, there's Sothan as well. Sothan for the greens. Lundios, welcome to the stream for the greens. Alright, 23 marbles out of the race. First person to pick up his one tip. Chat plays chess. We have Fisty, Chaz, Azar, 6-4, Tagslack, Schmidt, Scotty, Satan, Paula, Mina, 12, Easy Green, Cellist, Mindright, Bear, Alkarion, Dougie, Cardi, Azzy, Kitten, Shaggy Dance, Southan, and Lumiot. 10 oranges and 13 greens. They did Tagslack, exactly, good work. Alright, Fisty says 3, 1, 2, 3 presses. The level is endurance test. 23 marbles enter. The greens have 3 more than the oranges. Being old doesn't give you 2 marbles, okay? It's so weird seeing this number here, madam. Stream Races is fine. Stream Racer is fine. Nitro Stream Racing is gone. Oh, Nitro Stream Racing is a different game, and that's what's going down with the Stream Raiders team. But Stream Racer is separate, so we're fine. Lovely. Worth checking, though. Alright, 3, 2, 1, bang. Let's go. Shut you young whippersnappers and get off my lawn. I think Alkarion has you beat, right? I think. Alkarion, you're what, 84, I think? No, you're good, Alkarion. It was worth checking. That's enough. Right, the oranges are in the lead early. Here comes Shaggy Dan, Cardi, and Azzy behind. Is it Azzy? Yeah, Cardi and Azzy behind. Good strong start from Shaggy Dan for the oranges. Oranges always in the lead at the start. Let's just say some 70-year-olds are now in my female age range. Yeah, but Trim could say the same. Oh, Shaggy Dan's going down the middle. That should surely help. The average age of the Doomhaus is pretty old compared to most Stream Central communities. Yeah, I wonder what it'd be. I was thinking this earlier because I had calls to go back and have a look at the UI on one of them. Like, I've got some 7-year-old VODs from State of Decay. And you can tell by the humour. Back then, Shaggy, that... Back then, I was like a 20-whatever-year-old. What would I have been? 28-year-old. And you could tell that even though I was talking to all the same people, it was Chris Man, it was Trim, it was Sothan, it was Mina, it was... You could tell that the maturity level was different. Yeah, it's interesting. I might release those old VODs. I've got like 5 from 7 years ago. Did you see that? He's just flawless in all of these spinners. Oh, he did have to hit that one though. Shaggy Dan means fucking business. Chaz, Azzy, and Dougie. I want to see a level with the same sort of ramp drop into the toilet as this one, except with 2 ramps to cause a buttload of collisions. Yeah, maybe. Shaggy Dan, you might not have stolen 6-4's record, but that, for the oranges, was flawless. Except the flaws. Trim is pink, Shaggy Dan is gilded, and the oranges get the first point of the day. Shaggy Dan now on. That's his first point of the year. Lovely. Good work, Shaggy Dan. Pull up, the crown comes off, and let's move into Stream Races, where Shaggy Dan actually is just equally as good. You had to hit 1 to make it look legit, yeah. I still think it's crazy how Twitch algorithm is so good it created the DPC. I'm not involved in this. It's just a coincidence. Right, Shaggy Dan, good work then. Oranges get a point back. Can we take this over into the not dying Stream Race? 16-13. Yeah, it's 65, Fisty. Press that, scroll that back, open this. Go on, Oranges. No, I'm saying that I'm agreeing with you, 12. I'm saying the Twitch algorithm did it, but I wasn't asked. Nobody conferred with me. Should we send a load of these DPC candidates towards you? Yeah, Shaggy Dan, that was good. Stream Racers will go out of business now that Augur can't throw in. Yeah, that's true. It is a bit weird though, right, if you think about it. Stream... 2 rounds of stream races. First one gets you a bonus point for your team. Second one, stubble around. You all know the score. Time to race. It is weird that this company is responsible for Twitch and a bunch of streamers making an absolute fortune. So much money is pumped through it, but they get none of it. They don't get a piece of the booms. They don't get a percentage. It's all Twitch and the streamer. It's weird, right? It's like a massive money-making tool that they have no way of benefiting from. Right, Alcario, Bear, Easy Green, 12, Kitten, Mindray, Satan, Azzy, Schmitz, Polar, Azar, Shaggy Dad, 6-4, Sofat, Lundios, Cardi, Fisty, Scotty, Tags Like Dougie, all in. 0 kickback, Satan, yeah? It's just bits. Right, I'm going to focus the front camera and face backwards. Oranges, let's do this. 1 boom per person per race, please, if that's alright. 6-4's used his 1 boom. Up goes Satan. I can't enforce the 1 boom rule, but I'd like you to help me do it. Sothan, by the way. That might have been the best timed boost we've ever seen on this level. Woof. Sothan for the greens might have just invalidated the level and then did a backflip to celebrate. We have got oranges behind him, but Sothan is boomed while under the track. Didn't even see if he went up properly. As Sothan just got such a perfect boost that there's no point in watching the rest of it. Scotty goes with a daring green boom, takes out Dougie at the back.
Boom.
12. Oh, he's shaking the cone off as well. Maybe they get money from putting adverts in game. Had the perfect boost until some prick shot me. We need Sothan to have like a colossal mistake and for 12 to be able to take advantage of it, because 12 isn't far behind for the oranges, but Sothan in the lead for the greens. Sothan took a moment to Fortnite emote boom. Call back to an hour ago. It did look like he hit the emote button. Scotty, thank you for the bits. 6-4, thank you for the bits. Look at the greens. They're just casually letting this happen. Sothan, that boom was so well timed. 12's gone for his boost. Not a bad time to do it. Never mind.
Inept boom.
Fucking hell. Shaggy Dan gets marbles. Sothan gets the stream racers point. The greens have fixed the issue. And while 12 did get a well-timed boom to go across that straight, the end caught us by surprise. Fucked. Sothan, good work. 12 does get second. Scotty, third. That isn't even a green-orange split thing, that. That was just the type. That's the best long jump we've ever had. Fucking hell. Alright, that's the long jump record smashed. Good work. Crazy stuff that I boosted moments after you and you won and I'm at the back. That's the thumbnail. Mindrick coasted through the sky. Sorry everybody that I might have screwed your chance at getting a good long jump. I was too busy marvelling at Mindrick. Suborbital space flight, yeah. Mindrick's developing an SSTO, but he's doing it in the wrong Friday game. Boys and girls, if you'd like to join for the stubble round, however, the final act of the week, type the word race. Nothing could compete with that long jump, so there's no point in trying anyway. Oh, it's gone very quiet. I'm not tabbed out, by the way, it's just quiet. Right, did I put myself in? For the stubble round, we have Lundio, Stubbler, Azzy, Bear, Alcarion, Polar, 6-4, Mindray, Schmitz, 12, Kitten, Easy Green, Sothan, Azar, Satan, Shaggydan, Fisty, and Dougie. If I come first, the oranges gain a point. If I come last, the oranges lose a point. I'll see you in there. Have I started in the top 10 at least? I am at the back for once. This is good. Why am I not moving? Why have I started? Okay. Lovely. Come on. Right, Dougie's been... Am I going to... Why am I always immediately at the back? 12, keep that tyre on, it's important. Dougie goes for his boom. Sorry, Lundius goes for his boom and chops Dougie. 12, stay back there. How is it every week? Lundius, don't you dare! Oh. Schmitz. I was going for style points there. Okay, this is good. There's tons of people behind me. I'm currently not in the top 10, but it could happen. Bear in the lead as we speak. Sothan in second. We've got 6... Oh, it's this fucking level. Everybody does really well on this except me. Kitten. Oh. Ooh. I don't know where the track is. I've got... My car's been knocked off the level and got confused. Whew. I'll take that. Camera's going to be a little jittery at the moment because it is when you're behind the top 10. Okay, the respawn was good. We've got a lot of people behind us. Paula, Dougie and Lundios. 3 greens stuck at the back. But they're coming. Stubble air. I've lost 2 stubble rounds this year. I'm not doing it again. 12, move. Good, we've got around 12. Lundios is stuck at the back. Dougie's stuck there as well. Everybody that's orange, boost yourself off the levels. I've got a feeling 12's going to hit me and cause problems. Alkirion boost himself off the level. Expertly done. The oranges doing exactly what is needed of them. Lundios is a long way at the back. Bear still hasn't won. Stay on the level, stay on the level, stay on the level. Oh, that turn. Good. Past 6-4. Get past Fisty. I'm not going to make it top 10, am I? Sorry, the camera's a bit jittery. So we're trying to manipulate his way up. Absolutely. We'll use everything in our power, right? Am I top 10 yet? No, Fisty's 11th, I think. Yeah. Whoa. Oh! Get through! Oh! For the briefest of seconds, I cracked the top 10 then. But I allowed nice to. I'll have a worse jump on this than anybody else. Schmitz gets first place. Go on, stick the landing for once.
We up each other's asses this round.
Right, we're back. Okay, I'm targeting Fisty because I can't target myself. Fisty! Fisty drove me into a wall. Whoa! I survived. We don't have to come last. 6-4, 12, Fisty still back there. Polar, Sothan, Lundios doing the god. Okay, there's the finish line. Just have to have nothing stupid happen in the next 25 seconds and we should be fine. Paul went for his boost at the back. And we have survived. No lost points today, no gained points. Shaggy Dan wins Person of the Century of the day. Sothan with an expert early boost wins the Stream Racers point. And that's going to be it. Schmitz, good work. No, not good work. You should have let me win. But now. There's a gained point. What, not losing a point is a gained point. That's true. And if the oranges win golf, we will gain a point. Yeah, right. Oranges, let's stack in golf. The greens have been pitiful creatures lately in golf. But for now, that's going to do it. Thank you all. I love you all. The ads are running at the moment. That was badly timed, but I couldn't snooze them off any longer. You're all very lovely. Thank you all for the bits, the subs, the hosts, the raids, and I have now gone 2 weeks in 2 difficult permadeath games without a chop. I'll see you all on Monday for the continuation of my winter car. Dead Mines on Friday, though. The next Halo stream. Not Halo. The next WoW stream. I'll see you there for that. I'm convinced golf is cheating. It's weird, right, Fisty? It's almost like it's a skill game. The oranges win. Although the greens won it. Actually, that's true. The Greens won loads and loads of golf last year, so I think because it's cheating, we'll remove their points. Is that alright? So did all the other Greens, that's why it's only 1 point now. Yeah, they whittled it down to 1 point, the mingy little... Thank you all for being here, I love you all very much, I'll see you all next week. Thank you all for the bits, the subs, the hosts, the raids and everything. Thank you for everything you do, as always. Enjoy your weekends, eat well, sleep well, I love you all. But for now, the final word, as I say, Kitten, Shaggy Dan, Easy Green, Fisty, Dougie, Paula, Algerion, Satan, Sothan, Mon, Rat, Lundios and everybody else. I love you all. But the final... Unchopped salad.